guys, welcome. So we're gonna do a read for all of the 12 zodiac signs again today. I think last week we started with Sagittarius. Before we get going to guys, I just want to touch on the fact that we are going to be having that planet alignment soon. The most distinct vibe that I get with this change coming is that you may see an uptick in personal drama. So people around you, emotions will be a little bit higher, tension will be higher. People may be a little more apt to sort of react without thinking. With Jupiter and Saturn being a part of this, guys, make sure to exercise sort of that higher wisdom in the way that you communicate with people, and don't get drawn into the dramas. Don't allow your emotions to get carried away with you in sort of that allowing yourself to react, and recognize that maybe people are acting in a way that's not normally the way that they do. That might have something to do with it, that planetary alignment. It might be a need to sort of step back and not get involved and not engage with a lot of drama or a lot of conflict until sort of that time has passed and everyone kind of comes back to more being themselves. Okay, so Sagittarius is where we're going to start. Sagittarius. So what deck? You know what? I'm getting pulled to this one. This is the one for Sagittarius today. So we'll get started. We'll see what comes out for Sagittarius. Sagittarius Tarot, can you deliver a message? We have the Star card, so the Star card can represent hope, clarity, inspiration. Let's see what else comes forward. Because this might be clarification that somebody's looking for. Maybe somebody's been asking for it. They have a particular question in mind. Somehow it has found my tarot cards. We do have the Nine of Pentacles. Fucking Knight of Swords. Drama, guys. And the Queen of Swords, independent. You know what? Somebody is dealing with a bunch of drama. Someone's trying to be like this Queen of Swords. I don't know if they're trying to find a solution to make everybody happy in their life, or trying to find a way to sort of navigate some sort of interpersonal drama. I also have the distinct impression that it is centered around this Queen of Swords finding a Nine of Pentacles, finding their Nine of Pentacles. This is finding your own success. I do feel like money's gonna play a part in this as well. Like maybe somebody's starting to do a little bit better financially, or somebody has a few extra bucks. It's centered around money though, and it is bringing drama into somebody's life. Absolutely. We're gonna grab some more cards here because I want to know what's going on. And I know some of you are being like, oh, Queen of Swords, sword sign, that tends to go with air signs. And guys, I don't usually attribute one card and the suit to a zodiac sign in my reads. I sort of go with what my spirit guides tell me. When they tell me that card belongs to you, it means that this part of your personality is most dominant at this time, because we each have these signs. We each have these different sides of us. That side that drives for success in our career and our financial life. This side that looks for honesty and truth and is analytical. Our emotional side, our passionate side. The Moon card, misinterpretation. And Judgment, action. Oh, interesting. There is a huge misunderstanding here that's causing this drama. I'm actually being told that whoever is causing this drama, who this Knight of Swords is representing, this person has a misconception about where this Queen of Swords is at financially, and what this person has to give and what their situation is. I'm being told that whoever that card belongs to, who's causing this drama about money, it's like they feel like this Queen of Swords has a big whack of cash that they're just sitting on, or that they're being greedy, or that they don't want to share. This is their misperception. They don't know what this Queen of Swords is actually all about. They don't know how hard this Queen of Swords is working to try and improve her own financial state, or sort of where her financial state actually sits. They have their own imaginary idea that our Queen of Swords is sitting in this Nine of Pentacles, in this land of fucking milk and honey and plenty, and she's like rolling in fucking cash all day, and that's what she does. This is where it's coming from. Judgment, action, and they are behaving with this Judgment card. They are making behavioral choices based on that misperception. It is causing a shit ton of drama here. A shit ton of drama. Page of Pentacles, prospects, King of Cups. Oh, we got a few other energies coming forward here too. King of Cups, King of Wands. This King of Wands is trouble too. I don't know who this King of Wands represents. But whoever he is somebody who... I'm being told the word aggressive. So I don't know if he's being more openly aggressive as opposed to being, you know, passive aggressive and making snide ass little comments. This is somebody who's more openly angry about something. They have a bit of a hot temper. I think this Queen of Swords is dealing with drama from a bunch of different angles. I think there's a Knight of Swords here who is seeking money from her or thinks that somehow she should give them some of what she's earned and worked her ass off to earn. This King of Wands is somebody else in her life who feels like he has done wrong because of the position that she's in. This might have to do with work. And perhaps somebody who got passed up for a raise, somebody who got passed up for a promotion in favor of this Queen of Swords, or it's somebody who just thinks this Queen of Swords is getting something that this King of Wands figures that they deserve. But they're just a hothead. I keep feeling that whoever this King of Wands is, and I've worked with somebody who was like this before, and that's who my spirit guides are reminding me of, and that person was very openly aggressive with a temper, and it made a lot of people uncomfortable, and they had a complete false vision of the way that things were, and their value to everything that was going on. And it was almost like they thought their way was right. They thought they had all the answers. They thought everybody else was stupid. They thought they were the hardest worker. And this is what this King of Wands that this Queen is dealing with. She's got it from like fucking all angles here. I feel like when she goes to work, she's got to deal with shit from this King of Wands. When she comes home, she's got a family member, a friend, to somebody who this Knight of Swords is representing. She's fucking dealing with it from there too. And somebody who thinks that she should give them money. Like, holy fuck. She's got drama all over the place. I get pulled back to this Moon card. And I'm going to show you this Moon card with this misinterpretation. It does show the cycles. So I do feel like some of this, not all of it, but some of it, the heightened emotions that everybody's feeling is starting to do with the planet alignment too. And like I said, I could already feel that going into this read. I know I've already been experiencing that in other aspects of my life too. So it's like something to just be mindful of. Temperance, healing. And Four of Swords. I think she needs some space. I think she needs some space. She needs some time for herself. She needs some time to recuperate. I'm also being told boundaries. I don't know about this King of Wands because I think there's more going on with that circumstance that she only has sort of so much power over doing, because I do feel like this has to do with work and career. This King of Wands she's dealing with, but this Knight of Swords, this is more in her personal life. And this is somewhere where she can most definitely set some sort of boundaries and talking very honestly and open to somebody about where she's coming from. What she's earned, she doesn't owe anybody anything. If this Knight of Swords wants for themselves, then this Knight of Swords can go out and find their own prospects. They can go out and earn their own money and earn their own way, just like she's having to do. Knight of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Great Trust. I'm going to tell you too, she's surprised by whoever this Knight of Swords represents. She's very surprised by their behavior, their selfish behavior. And it is somebody close to her, whose relationship she very much values. Not this Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands is just a pain in her ass who she's got to deal with. That's its whole different story. This Knight of Swords, though, this is where there is an emotional connection. I don't know if this is a child or a partner, whoever this is to her. It does hurt her feelings a lot that this person is behaving in this way. I keep getting like talking to this person, whoever this Knight of Swords is, because there is that misunderstanding on the part of the Knight of Swords as to what's going on here. I'm going to grab a few more cards because I want more clarity to come forward for our Queen of Swords, because I feel like that's who this read is for. That's who it's geared around. It's geared around this Queen of Swords who's having to deal with all this drama. Ten of Cups, planning, completion. Two of Wands. Two of Wands, it is choosing a path. It is a partnership. It is making a choice. I'm going to grab a few more here because I want to know where it sits. Wheel of Fortune and Karma. You know, I think she's been working away. I think whatever she's been coming into that's positive financially, I do feel like it's because of good karma that she's earned by working her ass off. I don't feel like she's come into a big freaking pot of gold. you know. But I do feel like it is something extra, and it is something that she's earned, and it is something that she is using in a smart way to try and help her situation. So she doesn't have it to just you know, piss away at everybody around her. You know, she's trying to use it to plan and build for the future. We're gonna I want to grab a couple more. Tarot, can you bring me a few more forward for our Queen of Swords here? And bring some more clarity as to what she's dealing with. Some sort of helpful advice would be absolutely awesome. The Ace of Swords, understanding and truth. The Ten of Wands, burdens. Okay, and that's what I was feeling in the cards already. This Knight of Swords, whoever this Knight of Swords is to this queen, she needs to sit down and have a conversation with this person. Be like, you know, I worked my ass off for this. You know, I am using it to try and build for the future. I'm not going out and living an extravagant life. This is me, my hard work, what I have earned, and I am reinvesting it in myself and in my life. I feel like, you know what, maybe the Knight of Swords will understand, maybe they won't. But for her, I feel like it's important for her to be able to say this for herself, because it's part of her setting her boundaries, and it's part of her asserting herself as well. So being like, you know, don't come to me, expect me to give you a bunch of my money that I have earned for myself. I am using it to build my life. That is what I am choosing to do with it. If you want money for yourself and you want what I'm having and what I'm building, then you need to go out and earn it the same way that I'm earning it. I do feel like this is something she needs to say. And like I said, this is about her asserting herself. This is about her establishing boundaries. I'm going to grab a few more here. I want to know if Tarot, because Tarot kind of brought up this Knight of Wands, or King of Wands. And I know this person is causing her grief. I know this person's being a raging a-hole to her. But I don't feel like it said anything beyond the fact that this person is also somebody who's giving her trouble. So that's just kind of seeing it in different aspects of her life. So I'm curious as to whether Tarot can give her some sort of advice, some sort of something about this person. 10 of Pentacles, wealth. King of Swords, knowledge. You know, King of Swords. Where do you sit? This is speaking to a person, this King of Swords. It's tied to the King of Wands, but it's not the same person. This is somebody else who's within this work environment. This is somebody who is in an authoritative position, but actually, like, they're actually a boss. This King of Wands, in their own mind, they're a boss. Because this is, I get pulled back to somebody that I worked with. They were not a boss, but in their mind, they sure were. So that's who this King of Wands is all about. It's not, that's what I'm being told. It's not up to this Queen of Swords to deal with this King of Wands behavior in crossing the line. I feel like the King of Swords needs to be involved because he's the one with authority and responsibility to keep this King of Wands in line. And I don't feel like she should be afraid of going to that King of Swords and being like, hey, this is what's going on. It's making me uncomfortable. It's unacceptable that this King of Wands is behaving to me like this. And this King of Swords, it is his responsibility to then step forward and deal with this King of Wands and put him back in his place. The Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups. This is another side of our Queen of Swords here too. This is her emotional side. This is, and I feel like it's going to be freeing for her to be able to say it. Because I don't know that she's even told this King of Swords what's going on. With dealing with this King of Wands at work, this arsehole guy, it's like she's sort of just been internalizing it and just putting up with it, just keeping her head down and just trying to work. But this King of Wands needs to get put back in his place because it's not okay for him to harass her on a regular basis. And part of her, and that's what this entire read is about, is her taking back her power and establishing those boundaries. In whatever way she needs to. It's up to her to do it with the Knight of Swords. That person who's in her personal life. That is up to her to have that conversation. But with this King of Wands, it is up to her to go to the King of Swords. He's in a position where he can deal with this person. And that's what the cards are saying. That she needs to involve this King of Swords and what's going on. And allow him to take steps and deal with the King of Wands. We do have the World card completion. This is her standing up for herself. This is her putting up those boundaries. This is her being able to be like, you don't get to treat me like this. You don't get to try and take from me. Because she's a hard worker. And I feel like she's been slaving away for a good long while, trying to build these improvements in her life. And having to deal with this negative, petty shit from other people is extremely draining. is extremely draining, and that's why we had that Four of Swords come forward, is why we had Temperance and healing. She needs to refill her cup because she's getting burned out, and that's why it's come to my cards too, as sort of like that it's that big of a deal now. She's on the verge of where she can start getting burned out, so she needs to start taking steps to establish those boundaries to protect herself. Three of Swords, Seven of Wands. If she's worried about hurting the feelings of whoever this Knight of Swords is in her life, resilience. I just see like resilience. That'll come back. That if that person might be pissy, that person might, be a little upset that they got told, but they will respect those boundaries, because whoever they are, there is an emotional connection between them and that Queen of Swords. So yes, they might be a little bit pissy for a while, but at the end of the day, and it might take a bit of time, they're going to understand, and when they go out and they have to earn the same way that she has earned, there's going to be respect for what that Queen of Swords has accomplished. So I feel like she needs to not worry about that. She also needs to not worry about gearing up this King of Wands, like stirring up more trouble. This King of Wands will amp himself up. And it's not up to her to bring this person down. It's up to this King of Swords, because he's the one with the authority and he's the one with the power to put the King of Wands back in his place and offer that protection to the Queen of Swords in her daily life in that workplace. That is his job, and that is something he needs to do. And the cards are saying for her to not be afraid to go to that person and be like, this is what's going on. This is how it's making me feel. This is unacceptable. I need you to deal with that. This is about her taking back her boundaries. It's not about, revenge. It's not about getting that King of Wands and shit. It's not about telling the Knight of Swords to F off. It's not about that. It's about her establishing those boundaries so that she is respected, because she has earned respect with all of the hard work that she's put in her life. And especially in this situation, trying to improve her financial situation, that is a lot of hard work. I can feel that. I can feel that she's been working her ass off to try and make these changes. She's been trying to be smart with her money, to try and reinvest it in herself, to try and make improvements, to try and get ahead. That's fucking tough to do. That is tough to do, especially in this day and age. So kudos to her. Whoever our Queen of Swords is, whether it's a woman, whether it's a man, if this read resonates with you, kudos to you. That is hard fucking work. Do not be afraid to establish your boundaries and take your power back. Nobody has the right to walk on you, intimidate you, or take advantage of you. Okay? So don't be afraid to do that for yourself. That's going to help you. It's going to help to keep you from burning out. It's going to help to keep you from being worn out. And I think it's just going to improve things in general. That is absolutely why it came through in my cards. We're going to pull a tarot token for you too. For your read, I grabbed them. I don't know why I don't usually use them when we were doing this, but it just seemed right today. So we have Justice, the Justice coin. Balance. It has the scales right on it. Things are out of balance right now. Things are out of whack. People might be a little bit more extreme because of the planet alignment. But this situation is still bringing balance, or unbalance, and drama where you don't need to have it. You deserve to be able to have that peace. You deserve to be able to establish your boundaries. There's nothing wrong with that. And the cards are saying it's extremely important for you at this time. All right, Sagittarius, I hope that you enjoyed that. Have a great day. Hello, Capricorn. All right, this is your guys' read today. Let's see what deck. This one, the Rider-Waite. This deck is calling to me for your read. So let's see what tarot has to say. Whoa, to Capricorn. I feel like the cards are itching to talk. So I have the Ten of Swords, I have the Tower, the Ace of Swords. I'm just going to lay these guys up right here. Ten of Swords. Some sort of an ending. A Tower. Someone is struggling with that. I think you're finding out truths about a certain ending that came about. There was some sort of... I'm going to say it doesn't sound nice, and this is just a crappy way to start your read. But there was some kind of backstabbing involved. There was some sort of dishonesty that you had to deal with. That High Priestess tells me that whatever it was, your intuition was kind of already telling you that something funky was going on, something was up. But I don't feel like you had that proof of it until like after the fact kind of thing. It's like things coming out. The King of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Emperor. I do feel like it's coming out in like a relationship splitting apart. And that King of Swords. A lot of times I'll get a decent vibe from this King of Swords, like he's somebody who sort of seeks the truth or is looking for truth and honesty. I don't get that vibe in this read. I feel like this is part of who you were dealing with. This was somebody who tried to cover up the truth. The Emperor. I feel like the Emperor is the one who's sort of sitting, I mean, kind of like a judge in that authoritative role. This is somebody who's rooting the truth out, though. This is somebody who's bringing the truth to light. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I feel that Knight of Swords, that, like, fighting is this King of Swords who you're dealing with. This is somebody who is fighting this truth from coming out. This is somebody who's trying to cover it up. Somebody's trying to keep those secrets. Keep those secrets. They're ashamed of whatever they did. They're embarrassed by it. They're afraid that it's going to make them look bad or that there will be consequences for it. So they are trying to hide what they did in the past. Now I'm going to tell you what I saw and what I was told as soon as I pulled this Nine of Pentacles. The word you was what I was being told. But I do feel like this is what's coming. So I don't know if this is you going to court with somebody. And it's like someone is fighting to not have the truth come out because they will have to sort of pay for it financially. You know, there will be financial consequences. I do feel if this plays out where the truth is exposed, that this will be what you come into. You'll be coming into sort of this Nine of Pentacles. I do feel like financially you're going to come out on the better side of this. I also feel on a certain level it's like vindication that the truth was told, but I still feel emotional hurts as part of that too. So I feel like there were some of these things your intuition told you it was happening, and having it confirmed, like I said, it's a bit of vindication, but at the same time, like, it brings heartache, and realizing that your intuition was right about certain things. It was things you would have rather have not had your intuition be right about. Well, we do have the King of Wands. We have the Justice card too. King of Wands. So the King of Wands is somebody who is in a leadership role. He tends to be somebody who's guided by his passions. Okay, this is also our Emperor. This is telling me a little bit more about the Emperor. So, yeah, that would make a lot of sense too when these truths come out. Because this person, this King of Swords, the Knight of Swords that you're dealing with, this person acted in a really dishonest way. They did something that is pretty immoral. And this King of Wands is somebody who actually gets quite incensed by that. And I know, like, that sort of figure is usually somebody who's not letting their emotions get involved and it's just sort of looking at the facts. This one has some deeper emotions. I don't know if it's what their deal is and why they're like that. But this is somebody who doesn't like to see these kind of behaviors in people. This is somebody who sees themselves in a position where they can sort of balance those scales of justice, make a wrong into a right. So I do feel like that is why this other person, this King of Swords, is fighting this truth coming out so hard. Because on some level, he's got to recognize he's dealing with a King of Wands and somebody who's going to be very angry to see that they behaved in this way when these secrets come out. They're also going to make a shitty offering to try and bring this to an end and take it out of the hands of this King of Wands. Okay, I'm going to tell you that too. So don't be surprised if you get some communication from this person, if you haven't already, with some sort of an offer of a settlement, but it's going to be small and it's going to be shitty. It's not going to be what you're going to get if you take this out to the end. That's what the cards are saying. The Queen of Swords. It's funny, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands. In this Queen of Swords, I just see, like, bring it on. The truth needs to come out. I'm not going to just pretend like none of this happened and keep it quiet. Like I said, I think this is actually a healing process for somebody. As shitty as it is to have these intuitions, these feelings confirmed, you know, it is a level of vindication. It is like, I knew it all along. I knew this was the truth, and having it come out and having that truth established is like, it's just like shining a light on it. And Queen of Wands. But there is going to be some hurt. There is going to be some anger. I can see in this Queen of Wands someone's still going to have some healing to do once all this goes over. Once all of this comes out, even if they come out in a better spot financially, there's still going to be emotional hurts. And I could feel that earlier on too. But it is a chance financially for somebody to start building a new chapter of their life. It's like having the financial means to be able to take that next step forward and leave this King of Swords behind, leave this chapter behind, to rebuild. I do have the Three of Swords, but it does, I'm telling you, it does come with heartbreak. It does come with heartbreak. Whatever this situation started out as, obviously this was not anyone's intention for it to go this way. Right at the core beginning, somewhere along the way, our King of Swords sort of deviated from the plan. He decided he was going to move in a dishonest way. He was going to keep secrets. He was going to go behind somebody's back and do things in the wrong way. And that's what caused this situation to go out the way it did. You have the Four of Swords. I do feel like this is most likely a marriage or some sort of a partnership that is coming to an end. We're going to grab a few more. So like I said, it didn't start out like that. It started out mutually beneficial. I have the emotions that it started out with, where people were happy and people were excited to be a part of this partnership on both sides of this. So I'm not sure what changed along the way where this King of Swords decided he was going to move in this way. The Two of Wands, or Three of Wands. This new path forward, leaving this chapter behind. This is our Queen of Swords. This is something that she's looking forward to doing, but I also feel melancholy with this card. Like, I feel like it's sad to leave this chapter behind. And not the drama that played out, but those good times. And what this Queen of Swords wished that it could have been had this situation not come about. That is going to bring a level of sadness. It's going to bring a level of loss. It's going to bring a level of grief. This is part of what she's going to struggle with in moving forward. Even once all of this comes to an end, even financially, once it plays out in a beneficial way to her, like, it doesn't stop those, those hurts of the heart. The Five of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. The Five of Swords is that deceit. It is that deceit that she was dealing with. And it's time to leave that in the past. When all of this comes about, when this offering comes forward, not the shitty Page of Pentacles offering, but allowing the King of Wands to bring justice forward, that offering, that Nine of Pentacles offering, when that comes forward, it's sort of going to reflect what the truth really is. It's going to allow this chapter to finally come to an end and that door to close. And then it's going to be up to her to sort of heal her heart from all of this, to find a way through. And we're going to grab a few more here. I do have the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Ten of Wands is all about burdens. It's all about burdens. The finances, I do feel like somebody's financially burdened while all of this is going on. I also feel like this King of Swords knows that, which is why he brings this petty offer forward. It's like, well, hoping that this Queen of Swords is in a place where she's maybe desperate enough to accept it, so that she can have some money. But there's better waiting for her if she just holds on to that truth. The Seven of Swords or Seven of Wands, it's about blocking. Blocking, setting boundaries, standing up for yourself, a chance to be assertive. I do feel like this Queen has a chance to be assertive when that offer comes forward and speak a bit of her truth. And that she is going to wait for justice to be done. We're going to grab a few more here. A little bit more clarification on your read about what's going on, where it's headed. The Eight of Pentacles, hard work. You know why? Because they were, like I said, this was a partnership of some sort, whether this was a marriage or a business partnership. This Queen of Swords put in a lot of freaking work to add to the financial stability of this partnership. This Queen of Swords was responsible for a good chunk of the finances here that are being divided. She put in a lot of hard work. She contributed. I also feel this, like, incensed that this person would offer her so much less than what she deserves because of how much she's put in. We have the Four of Wands here. It is sometimes called the marriage card. It did pop out in reverse. I just feel like it's this partnership dissolving. It was like forming that partnership, forming that union, whatever that involved. And establishing, those roots and trying to build together. Both parties put in here. And so it's like this Queen of Swords does not have to settle for less. The Devil card. Devil card, that is Capricorn energy too, isn't it? Coming forward. On the Two of Cups. The Six of Wands, that recognition. I feel like there's like recognizing that this Capricorn put in that much effort. This Capricorn put in just as much, if not more, than the other person. They deserve to have their due. They deserve to have this go to that Emperor, that King of Wands, so that that person can make that judgment call. Because that person is what's going to make a judgment that's going to bring our Queen some celebration. Our Queen is going to have some time to celebrate here. Whoever our Queen of Swords is, whoever that represents our Capricorn here, this person is going to have a chance to celebrate when all of this comes forward. And this King of Swords did it to themselves. They put themselves in this situation by choosing the behaviors that they did, by being dishonest, by being sneaky, by being deceitful. Eventually it was going to come out and catch up with them. It's just like bad karma, right? If you send it out into the universe, it's just a matter of time before it comes back to you. This is the same thing. This King of Swords is reaping their own karma. We do have the Temperance Angel again speaking to balance right next to the Two of Pentacles. Balance. Balance, balance, balance. Things will be brought back into balance. This King of Swords is trying to juggle everything right now so that he can wind up coming out on top. That's the entire point of his Page of Pentacles, of his little tiny shit offer, is trying to make our Queen of Swords, our Capricorn, go away quietly so that this person can come out on top, so that maybe the rest of the lies don't come out, or they don't get judged on their lies, because that is part of what's going on. For better or worse, that's what the cards are saying. Whoever our Emperor is, our King of Wands, this person is going to pass a judgment. Very much so. And they are going to deal out what they feel is a just decision. And our King of Swords is not going to like it. Our Capricorn financially is going to like it, but it will, like I said, it's going to come with its own, issues. It's going to come with still that need to be able to heal hurts. Right? It's going to take a period of time after this for our Capricorn to be able to recover and to heal and truly move forward, like on the emotional side. We do have the Magician though. And that Magician, he tells me that our Capricorn is capable of manifesting what they want in life. They are capable of being able to take this to the end, to be able to trust in that Emperor, to be able to trust in our King of Wands, to make a just decision. They don't have to settle for a crappy offer. They can hold out for that happiness and celebration that will be coming their way. It will bring balance. I just keep seeing balance, balance, balance here. That is the most important word. We are going to draw a tarot token for this Capricorn read too. So we'll see which one comes out. We'll flip it over together. Sun. We have the Sun coin. Blessings. Blessings are absolutely coming, and that's what we saw in the cards anyways. Financial blessings. Like I said, it doesn't erase what happened. Money doesn't heal someone's heart. It will give our Capricorn the means to be able to start a new chapter of their life financially, but it will still come with that Three of Swords and that need to be able to heal somebody's heart. It's very important. Alrighty, Capricorn, I hope that you enjoyed your read. Hello, Cancer. Alright, so this is going to be your read. We're going to grab these guys. These guys are speaking to me for Cancer's read. So we'll go ahead and get started. We'll see what message comes through for you guys for this week for the tarot cards. All right. So we have the Ace of Cups. That is the way we are starting your read. The Ace of Cups is all about new beginnings, new cycles, swift change. The Four of Wands, building for the future. I do see some sort of union, some sort of partnership. I don't know if it's somebody new who's coming your way or somebody who's already in your life. And it's sort of like a new chapter, a deepening chapter. We also have the Ace of Swords, which represents truth. It represents triumph. The Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. A Ten of Wands can represent burdens. Somebody feeling burdened. I feel like that's about to be relieved with this new cycle starting. Like, I don't know if someone's just worried about whether something is going to turn into something else. Like if it's a romantic relationship, whether it's going to turn into a deeper commitment or become something more. I do feel like somebody has a lot of worry. Well, I see lots of change here. Lots of change. The Eight of Cups is all about a new journey forward, leaving the past behind. The Death card's about transition. Nine of Pentacles is that happiness and abundance. It is tied to our Queen of Pentacles. It's part of this change and what this new chapter is going to bring. Five of Pentacles too. Five of Pentacles can just speak to that feeling of like there's something missing, or there's a piece missing in somebody's life. It can speak to financial troubles too, but we'll keep going. I do have the Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. Somebody is worried. That is absolutely what it is with this Ten of Wands. There's this worrying about, I don't know if this is money coming someone's way, about some sort of a union, some sort of a building, but it's something that they have to receive from someone else. That's what it is, because I feel that from this Six of Pentacles, like a give and take, a generosity. I don't know if it's money. I don't know if it's a job offer. I don't know if this is an offer for a romance or a deeper commitment, but it's something that someone is wanting from somebody else, that someone would have to offer them, and they are very much worried about whether they're going to get it or not. But everything in the cards just tells me like transition's happening. There is a transition that's about to happen. A change is about to happen. A new cycle is about to start, and it is very positively aspected in this card. So I think somebody is most likely getting what they're hoping for. Let's see, the Chariot card, Six of Cups. Now we have two energies here. This Queen of Cups next to the King of Wands. So this Queen of Cups might be our Cancer. Cups can represent a water sign. This is somebody who's very intuitive. I can also feel emotions in this, and like emotions are not settled. And I was already feeling that in the cards with a lot of the worry. So I do feel like this is speaking to who our read is for. Now, whether it's a woman or a man, I'm not entirely sure, but it's that feminine energy, because it's a little bit of a softer energy, because we each have those different sides to us, that feminine and that masculine. But it is directed at this King of Wands. She wants to know what this person's intentions are. She is like, what is this person's intentions? Are they true? Are they honest? Is this person wasting my time? This is the person who she's waiting for that offer from. This King of Wands. This is somebody who can be passionate. They can be very ambitious, definitely driven by their passions, but they can sometimes have a quick temper as well, or be a little bit angry. I keep being told like wild card, and I don't know if it's because this person's like impulsive, or this person is driven more by their passions, but it's almost like not really knowing where this person stands. Because I don't think this King of Wands, whoever this is, will sit down and really talk about their feelings or their intentions openly. I keep being told like it's like, I don't know if that like changes by the minutes, but this person can change. This person can change their mind, and every time they change their mind, they're extremely passionate about what they've changed it to. They're very, I don't know if I want to call it high energy or like emotional in that way. But like 1 minute they're 100% on something, and then something happens to change their mind, and they're like 100% in the other way. So this Queen of Cups, I just keep feeling like this don't know where I stand. Don't know where I stand. This Five of Swords, this Seven of Swords. There's also some sort of worry about deceit or dishonesty. I don't know if this is just wasting time, if this is just worrying that this King of Wands is leading our Queen of Cups around in circles and in cycles and just repeating with this never progressing to the next level. Because that Chariot card is that positive forward movement. That's what our Queen of Cups wants. That's what this person is wanting. They're wanting this King of Wands, whoever this is, to make this next offer that is going to take this union, in whatever way, shape, or form this union exists, to take it forward and take it to the next level, to bring prosperity. Our Queen of Cups is wanting that Ace of Cups. She wants a new chapter. She wants a new beginning. She wants a new cycle of abundance. I feel like she's also communicated that to this King of Wands, because I keep getting pulled back to Eight of Wands. It does represent swift change, but it talks about communication too. And I do feel like she's tried to communicate that to this King of Wands on multiple occasions. I'm being told, don't push me. So I do feel like this is something our King of Wands has said, don't push me. Like they have to take their time. They have to figure it out for themselves. I do feel like our Queen of Cups is getting tired of waiting. Like it's gone from from that compassionate and empathetic, okay, this person just needs a little bit of time, and I just need to allow them that space to like fucking shit or get off the pot, because this is something I would like in my life. So either, you know, join me and let's do this thing, or I'm gonna fucking go find it somewhere else. I feel like she's getting towards the end of her rope here. I feel like she's getting towards the end of her rope, because I also feel like this waiting game and this whole don't push me thing, I feel like it's starting to wear a little bit on her self-confidence and her self-esteem as well. I'm wondering why this person won't step up and make this offering, won't step up and make this union deeper, or take it to the next level as well. We're gonna grab some more cards here. Three of Pentacles. She sees that the two of these people together can have an abundant partnership. That's what she sees in this. She sees the good side of this King of Wands. She sees the potential for this union to be positive, for this union to be fruitful. I'm going to grab a few more because I want to know, like, where does that sit in everything? The Eight of Pentacles, that learning. I think she's put a lot of work into this person. She's put a lot of time. She's put a lot of effort. She's put a lot of emotion into this King of Wands, whoever this King of Wands is to her. Because she has high hopes for whatever this is. And this might be looking for a romantic match. This might be looking to be the queen to this person's king. Looking to form a deeper union. I think on some level she sees that the two of these people have that potential. The High Priestess. On the Page of Cups. I don't know if her intuition is telling her they'll come around. They'll come around. They're just really scared. This is somebody who just does things kind of in their own way. Like I said, they're kind of hot and cold though. It's really throwing her off. It's really throwing her off. The King of Cups. The King of Cups is the emotional side of this King of Wands. I'm telling you, this is the exact same person. It's just a different side of them. King of Cups. It's like tapping into their emotions. Like, what do you really want here? What do you want the rest of your life to look like? You know, if the Queen of Cups asked them that and be like, you know, if you don't see a future with me, you need to tell me so I can move on and I can go find my future with somebody else. Would you be happy if I wasn't in your life? Or would it be something that you would regret, that you never stepped up to the plate and made that commitment? You know, reach into your emotions that way. What do you want your life to look like? What do you want the next however many years to look like? Do you want my companionship around? Because if you want it, I need a deeper commitment to be able to stay in this. The Ace of Wands needing a new beginning. The Empress is growth. The Three of Cups, happiness, celebration. That Knight of Swords, being true to yourself. Speaking a truth. I don't think there's nothing wrong with our Queen of Cups speaking a truth. You know, if she knows what her truth is, she knows where kind of her boundaries lie. She knows what she's looking for. She knows what she's not willing to settle for. Being able to talk to this King of Wands, be like, I'm not pushing you, but I need something here. I need to know where you stand. I need to know what's going on, because I'm not going to spend the rest of my life waiting for you to make a decision about my life. You know, if you're not in, I need to know that. That's okay. I will go live my life somewhere else. You know, there'll still be heartbreak. There'll still be all of that. But it's like, she needs to know. I keep getting told that shit or get off the pot. Shit or get off the pot. She's like running out of patience. She's running out of compassion. She's running out of all those soft, fuzzy, nurturing feelings. And now she's just like, I just need an answer. I'm tired of spinning my wheels, and I want something more. And I want something more. Are you going to give it to me? You know what? I think this is actually extremely important for her to be able to step up and have this conversation with this King of Wands. I think this is part of her asserting herself, her setting sort of those expectations, those boundaries, speaking her own truth. It's important for her to do that. And if this King of Wands is somebody worth being in her life and worth having that commitment to, he will respect the fact that she is doing that. He will respect the fact that she is being assertive, that she is speaking her truth, that she's making herself clear to him, so that there's no games and there's no guessing. You know, if he's any kind of a person who belongs in her life, he will respect that. Absolutely. I do see a lot of positively aspected cards. That this is something he's going to come around to. That she is important to him in his life. He does deeply care for her. That if a situation occurred where she was no longer in his life, he would regret it. And it would not be ideal for him. I do feel like his ideal situation is having her around. But he can't, expect her to hang around for nothing. I never make that deeper commitment. If that's important to her, if that's like a deal breaker for her, that's something he needs to decide, whether he's going to step up and give or whether he's going to give her the chance to go find it with somebody else. How much does he care? How committed is he to this? Because that's what he needs to determine within himself to be able to make a choice. This Empress tells me that this is a chance for personal growth for both of these people, and possibly both of these people together as a unit. For her, it's about being assertive. It's about not being afraid to ask for what she wants and what she needs in life. And for this King of Wands, it's about being able to determine what it is he wants. And then being able to go for that, being able to speak that truth and not being afraid to make a move in that direction and action it. And if that's the two of them together, sharing that happiness and celebration, that camaraderie, deepening their union, then it adds sort of a new level and a new dimension to their relationship and a new level of respect. It's like growth all the way around. Everything happens for a reason. Every situation we're in, every person that we meet, we all come together for a reason, teaching each other lessons, teaching ourselves lessons. And I do feel like this is part of it too, for whoever our Queen of Cups is and our King of Wands. But there's still that element of free will, right? So it's up to the individual person whether they're willing to embrace the lesson and to grow and move forward in their life. It said our Queen of Cups, this is important to her. This is important for her to be able to do for herself and to be able to do this in any relationship moving on and moving forward, not just with our King of Wands, but probably in working relationships, probably with family, with friends, with other people who she meets, not being afraid to assert herself and not being afraid to ask for what she wants in life. And our King of Wands needs to figure his shit out, because the Queen of Cups isn't going to sit around and wait for him to be wishy-washy forever and ever. So this is something that he needs to figure out what's important to him and then get over whatever fears or hang-ups he's got going on to be able to action that, because it will bring him joy and happiness to have this Queen of Cups settled in his life. Because he does, I do feel emotions there. I feel positive emotions. I do feel there is a love connection there between those two figures, and that he would like to keep her in his life. So he's going to have to step up and make some sort of a deeper commitment there, I see. Alrighty, Cancer, that was your read. Welcome, Taurus. This read is for you guys. So we're going to choose a deck of cards. I'm getting pulled for this one. So this is going to be your guys' deck of cards for the day for this read. We'll see what comes forward. What message belongs to you guys for this week? We have the Four of Swords, recuperation. I just had this really distinct impression that something really heavy just came to an end in your life. I don't know if this was like a huge argument with somebody, but I just have this like kind of feeling, and like feeling really worn out emotionally. Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. Do you feel like whatever it was actually very important for personal growth? Whatever this was, it does bring a benefit to you in some way, shape, or form. I need to pull some more cards so I can figure out like what this is. If this is going to be, an argument with someone, if this was something you had to accomplish or a goal you were working towards. Seven of Cups. You have to set somebody straight. You had to set somebody straight. I see that in this Seven of Cups. It was like somebody had a misperception or was sort of running off of a misperception. I don't know, you just strike me as somebody who just kind of tells it like it is too. And I also feel like you're not somebody who gets your dander up a lot. Like you're pretty grounded, you're pretty even-tempered. But whatever this was, like this did get your dander up. And I feel like you had to really say some shit to be able to put somebody back in their place. And to be able to, and it wasn't even, in some ways it's like putting someone back in their place, but in other ways it's just like setting the truth straight, setting the record straight for something that someone thought was going on that wasn't. It was someone's misperception. It caused drama. I think somebody was acting out and really acting like a jerk. And it was because of shit that didn't even exist. Like, I don't know if they thought you were mad at them or thought that you said something behind their back. or they felt slighted in some way, but it didn't, whatever they thought happened did not actually happen. It was completely imaginary. I think you finally confronted this person. You're like, okay, like, what the fuck is your problem? Why are you behaving like this? What is going on here? Because it's like you were sick of being like this. The Six of Swords, you were just like this, whatever this thing is, this has to come to an end. We need to bring this out in the open. We need to rip this fucking band-aid off and hash this shit out. And I do feel like this is an approach that you've taken more than once in your life. And it kind of works for you. And you had to bring it out again. Five of Cups, grief, and trust, and heartbreak. Page of Pentacles. I just keep feeling like somebody thought shit that wasn't true. Like you did or said something, and you actually didn't do it. It was something that never occurred. It was like completely a misperception. And they were stewing on it for a while. Like whatever it was, that other party, it really hurt their feelings. Like it absolutely hurt them. They felt extremely slighted. They were hurt. They were angry. But it didn't even happen. This talk, whatever this was, and I do feel like you were the one who initiated it and brought it forward. Like, holy crap, that was the best thing you could have done. Because this was having a really deteriorating effect on this relationship. And you didn't have to. Because it was, like I said, it was all in this other person's head. They had sort of made something up. Because I have this distinct impression of being like, completely unaware that somebody had perceived something a certain way. You're just like, holy shit, where did that even come from? What are they even talking about? Where that is not even almost what was happening. Like you were totally unaware that they were imagining this scenario in their mind. And you were just off sort of like living your life and doing your thing. And you're like, where the hell did that even come from? But to that person, holy crap, it was real. And it was super hurtful. And their emotions were like, all crazy too. Guidance too. Fulfillment. You know, I feel like you being able to do that and being able to see, this is you. You're this Queen of Pentacles here. This is that Pentacles, that earth energy. You're somebody who's extremely grounded and stable. And I actually really feel like it's going to have a beneficial effect in this other person's life. It's not just in the relationship that the two of you share in whatever capacity that is, but I also feel that in just in that person's life and sort of how they move forward and communicate with other people too. Because once they realize what a crazy ass misunderstanding this was, I do feel they're going to be more cautious in the future about allowing their imagination to run away with them. Because I do feel they're more like this King of Wands. So they're driven by passion. This is somebody who can, you know, have a hot head. They can have a hot temper. And there's somebody who can be impulsive. They're driven by their passions. Whereas you're someone who's just sort of more stable, more grounded, more level-headed. It's not that you don't have emotions or passions or whatever. You don't let them overwhelm you and guide you. You know, it's got to be something pretty big before your hackles get up and your feathers get ruffled. And when they do, you don't just sit quietly and get pissed off about it. You address the issue for what it is. And this is part of the stability that I think you offer other people who are in relationships with you. Not just romance, but like friendships and family members as well. It's just you're somebody who offers that sort of like, this is who I am, this is where I'm at, and this is what I'm thinking. It's like no nonsense bullshit. And people just know where you stand that way. And it's interesting. I'm going to grab a few more here because I want to know sort of who this King of Wands is, what happened, if they're even going to tell me. Structure, education, inner voice. I also feel like within this talking about stuff, not just hashing out whatever this issue was, one of the very distinct things that you guys talked about was if you ever feel like this in the future again, like maybe I'm angry at you or like I've done blah, 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 come and talk to me right away. Let's never let this happen again by just establishing that we just have an open line of communication. I feel like a page has been turned in this relationship with whoever this person is to you, where it's like you've learned a new way of communicating. I also feel like they learned some valuable things about you in this, because I feel like you were going about your business and just living your life. So I don't know if you just got busy and they felt like they were being slighted because you weren't talking to them and that's what the issue was. Because they built up a whole fucking thing going on in their mind and you had no idea that was going on because you were just doing your thing. So it was like a complete surprise to you that this is how it happened, because I have this impression of it coming out of nowhere. I think to them it's important to learn these things about you, that, you know, maybe if that's what the issue was, that in the future, if they don't hear from you for, you know, a couple days or whatever it was, it doesn't necessarily mean you're angry at them. You might just be busy. Just busy doing your thing. And you kind of forgot that, you know, this person might need to talk, or that you might need to reach out because you're focused over here. And so in the future, instead of just assuming I'm pissed off at you and never want to talk to you again, why don't you just reach out to me and ask how things are going? And I can tell you, you know, I'm really busy. Sorry, I kind of forgot to get a hold of you or ask you to hang out or whatever. I'm swamped right now. I got all this going on. Because I feel like this didn't have to happen. I feel like whatever this was didn't have to happen, and you were completely unaware this person was thinking this way. It's really interesting. I'm going to grab a few more here, because I want to know this one wanted to pop out for you. The Sun card, positivity. So all of this coming to a head did wind up being positive for you guys. It doesn't, you know, sometimes things like this don't always have the most positive effect, but I do feel like it's directly reflected on how it's handled by everybody involved, because like one person can't just fix an entire situation. You know, if this involves lots of energies, everybody's got to be involved with speaking a truth, with being empathetic, with being able to find a resolution and carry through with it. And in this case, I do feel like you were able to receive that from the other side on some level. I do feel like you feel like something's been resolved. You feel like things are now able to move in a positive direction. You feel a deeper connection to whoever this person is. And like there's a deeper understanding on both levels too. So this thing coming to a head was actually a positive thing, because it allowed somebody, this King of Wands, whoever this represents to you, to have a deeper understanding of who you are as a person. So I do feel like this was positive for both parties. We're going to grab a few more, because I want to know why Tarot chose to bring this message forward today. Those guys wanted to pop out. No, it's just the one there. 8 of Wands. It does represent movement. It does represent change. It represents communication. Better communication. I know that. I can feel that in the cards. Understanding is a word I'm being told as well. A deeper understanding. Like this person just kind of gets more about... I swear to fucking God. I just pulled the Ace of Swords. I just flipped it over, and the word at the bottom is understanding. This person has a better understanding of who you are. I think they are less likely to get offended by anything that maybe before they felt might have been slighted. This Page of Cups, the word at the bottom is loyalty. So your bond with whoever this person is to you, I do feel like this situation has helped it to grow deeper. I do feel like this person is more loyal to you now because they do have this deeper understanding of who you are. And also because I do feel like they see that level of stability in you, and that you weren't willing to just have a big blow up with them. This didn't turn into some big dramatic fucking thing where everybody just never talked again. That you were willing to put in the work and have that maybe uncomfortable discussion, but something that could bring about a resolution because you cared enough about them to invest yourself in this relationship. So I do feel like this bought you more loyalty with this person as well, whoever this person is in your life. 4 of Cups and the Hangman. Because I don't feel like you guys... Well, it's not that you didn't have a connection before. But it takes time to get to know people, right? It takes time for people to get to know who you are. It takes you time to get to know who somebody else is and what they're all about. I do feel like this was a crucial step in the two of you being able to do that. And like sort of taking this relationship that exists to the next level. And that Hangman tells me that this could have went a different way. Absolutely, this could have went a very negative way should one or both of you have chosen to take it that way. But because you wound up with this positive result, this was because of you guys. This was a result that both of you chose. It bodes well for this relationship. If this is a friendship, chances are this is going to be a friendship that's going to last for a very, very long time, and it's going to be very stable. And it's kind of like one of those thick and thin ones. You know, someone who you can count on in a pinch. They can count on you in a pinch, and you guys stay in touch for a very long time. If this is a romantic relationship, this has a lot of potential to become a deeper commitment, because both of you have seen that you're both willing to put in the effort and the work to resolve problems and to be able to have more open lines of communication, more understanding between the two of you. Like I said, it's brought that loyalty, a new level of loyalty between the two of you. So it's very positively aspected. I'm being told token, so we're actually going to grab you a tarot token. It'll kind of be like, it'll be like your energy card for the read. So we got Empress. The Empress is all about growth, personal growth. A lot of times this will speak to one person or the other person. This speaks to not just you, it speaks to this person as well. I do believe that this situation helped them to grow personally in different ways with the way that they communicate with others. And it's also helped mutual growth for your relationship as well. And being able to deepen that, being able to take it to a next level, and being able to bring about a change in the way that the two of you communicated that will serve you a lot deeper in the future too. Alrighty, Taurus, have a great day. Hello, Libra. So this is going to be your read for the week. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. And this is the deck of cards that called to me for your read. So we'll see what message comes forward. What does Libra need to hear for this week? We have the Queen of Coins, the King of Cups, Seven of Wands. Oh my God, King of Wands. We got lots of energies coming forward in this read here. You know, that's interesting too, because I do feel like there is going to be an uptick with the planet alignment for drama, personal drama, interpersonal drama, people showing up, people sort of getting lost in their emotions and allowing a bit of arguing. I feel like the Seven of Wands kind of says it all. I feel like you're stuck in the middle of something, or you feel like you're stuck in the middle of arguing. Because I got this Queen of Coins over here, this King of Cups. I feel like they're seeing eye to eye, and then I have this King of Wands over here, and I feel like you are stuck in the center of all of this. You are stuck in the center of other people arguing. I don't know if they're looking to you to mediate, like everybody's got to come to you and tell you their side of things, because I just keep feeling from like this Hierophant of like advice, looking for advice, looking for a mentor. And I don't know if these people are all fucking scrapping with each other, or if these are separate fights that they have going on, and everybody just keeps bringing their shit to you to be able to get advice on how to deal with it. I'm going to grab a few more cards here, because that's what I want clarification on. Is this like one thing that's going on, or multiple things? So we have the Fool, Sun, Wheel of Fortune. Oh my good lord. And the Eight of Swords. Oh. I do feel like people come to you for advice. I do feel like people come to you for advice on a regular basis. These people might not be related. I know that Queen of Coins and the King of Cups are. Those two energies go together. This King of Wands might be a separate thing, but everybody comes to you for clarity. That I don't know what to do. I'm confused. Can you help me out? You know, can you give me some helpful advice? Somebody looking for a new perspective that only you apparently can give them, looking for the answers. Even in the Sun card, I just see like somebody thinks you have all the answers. And I think it's multiple people, and like always coming to you with their problems. I almost feel like you're a bit of an empath. I don't know how strong of an empath you are, but it's enough that this kind of shit does wind up weighing on you. You do feel sorry for when people have these issues. You do want to be able to offer that help. But I feel like emotionally you take on other people's crap sometimes. That Wheel of Fortune. And like that's a lot to have to try and sort out other people's crap. I also have this distinct impression of like people coming to you for advice about the same fucking thing over and over again because they're not following whatever advice that you gave them. So they just keep coming back and asking the same questions. And it's like almost to the point where you're just like, if you don't want to fucking hear what I have to say, why do you keep coming to me with your issues kind of thing? But I feel like you just have this level of compassion where you're just wanting to help other people. Like maybe you can see a solution that they can't, because sometimes it's easier to see it from the outside looking in, right? And we do have the Devil card. And I will tell you too, taking on other people's issues like this taking on the emotions in this way, if you are an empath, it does have the potential to have a destructive force in your life, like this Devil card says. This can wind up putting a weight on you that doesn't belong there. I'm not telling you to be cold, tell people to fuck off and figure their own shit out. You know, it's not all about that. But you do have to set some sort of boundaries for yourself so that they don't bring sort of drama or dysfunction into your life too. The Emperor, 6 of Coins, the 3 of Swords. You know, and it's funny because I look at some of these cards and like, these are not your cards. Even in this, trying to do this read for you, other people's crap are coming in here. Other people's 3 of Swords, other people's heartbreak, other people's relationship drama, other people are getting, you know, cheated on, or they're dealing with player energy, and they're coming to you and they're crying and they're looking for advice. And it's like, holy shit. It feels like a lot. It feels like a lot. And it's like I said, if you are an empath, this has the potential to have a negative impact on your emotional and mental health too. So you might need to set some boundaries here with some of these people. We also have the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins. On the Chariot card and 6 of Swords. Positive movement forward. And I'm going to tell you what I see in those two cards especially. And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it really tied to that Queen of Coins. And the situation with that Queen of Coins and the King of Cups. Because they are joint and they are connected. And this is someone's crap who you've been dealing with for a while. Is handing it back to them. And it's like, I know that seems really cruel. I know that seems like it might be uncaring, but it's actually a gift to give this back to someone to figure out for themselves. Because as long as all of these people, and especially in that situation, as long as they are talking to you about what's going on, it means they're not talking to the other half of the situation. So the problem's never going to get resolved. Those people, whoever they represent, the Queen of Coins, the King of Cups, for them to resolve their own shit truly and find happiness, if they're going to find it together, they have to resolve it together. They need to talk to themselves or talk to each other. It's King of Wands. He sort of floats on the outside of shit too. And I'm not entirely sure who he is, if this is just a friend or somebody you know. I am being pulled to that Knight of Wands. I do feel like this is somebody who's, this might sound really rude, they're a little promiscuous. So I don't know if they are a player energy or if there's somebody who sort of gets involved sexually with a new partner too soon and wind up with a lot of heartbreaks because they don't set those boundaries to begin with. Because I feel like this King of Wands problems are different from whoever these other two people are who are dealing with each other. I'm going to grab some more. I also get pulled to the Emperor card with that King of Wands. I think you see something in this person that has a lot of potential. Like you see a side of them that they don't allow other people to see. Like they're smart, or they're funny, or they're a good friend, or whatever that is. And they don't allow romantic partners to see that because they're too quick to get involved sexually with those people. And so it sort of changes the dynamic of a relationship. And they wind up getting involved with players a lot of the time. I do feel like this is why you've maybe tried to give them some advice and tell them to slow down. Because you do see them in kind of this Emperor way. You see the good qualities that this person has to offer, but they are going about romance the wrong way. And then they're coming to you and they are crying to you about what's going on. The Ace of Coins, the Lover's card. And I don't know if this is somebody who you possibly have feelings for, or maybe it's not reciprocal or something too. I just see that you see this person has more potential in a romantic relationship than what they're allowing themselves to have. That's the problem that our King of Wands keeps bringing to you. His love life. This King of Wands, their love life, they keep dumping that in your lap. That they keep getting involved with players. That Queen, I don't know about the other one. I just feel like that Queen of Coins and that King of Cups, nobody's talking to each other, and that one you need to definitely hand back. King of Swords, the Empress, and Justice. That King of Swords, that is your energy coming forward. Because in him, I just feel like this ability to see a certain truth that other people can't see, and to try and help others find it, to try and offer that advice that will help to bring other people to balance. The Empress, you do try and help other people grow with this advice because you want them to heal. You want these people to be happy. You have this level of caring about the happiness of other people. But it winds up leaving you like this Four of Coins, like feeling out in the cold. It really does. It winds up leaving you feeling unbalanced because you're taking on other people's problems. You're taking on other people's emotions. The truth is that sometimes people need to figure their own shit out. Sometimes they do. And sometimes it's not cruel to hand it back to them. Sometimes the best thing you can do is to hand it back to them. It's not fair for people to keep coming to you for advice. You give them advice, they ignore it, they wind up in the same situation, then come back over and over and over again. That's not okay. I don't feel like it's rude for you to speak that truth either. I don't think it's rude for you to set boundaries and to say that, you know, if you want true advice, maybe I'll give you some. Or sometimes to say, you know what, you're going to have to figure it out on your own. This is your own problem to figure out. This is your own life to live. You're going to have to come to these conclusions yourself. It's not up to you to fix everybody, you know. Well, life gets complicated enough just for, you know, us and our own everyday crap, let alone taking on other people's. The Seven of Cups does represent choices. Weighing your options carefully. Choosing wisely. I do feel like it's speaking to multiple levels of choice and multiple energies here. First of all, it's speaking to you about setting these boundaries for yourself so that you don't wind up overwhelmed by other people's emotions. You don't wind up overwhelmed by other people's problems, by the frustration of them. They ask and they fucking ask and they never take the goddamn advice and they wind up in the same fucking situation and come back and asking for you again, because that is frustrating as hell. That is absolutely frustrating as hell. So I do feel like it speaks to you setting those boundaries, choosing to set those boundaries. I also feel like it speaks to the fact that everybody else is responsible for their own choices and not taking on that responsibility yourself. You know, if this King of Wands keeps choosing to get involved in that way, to not see themselves as that Emperor energy and to not set their own boundaries, to establish respect in a relationship first, that is entirely up to them. How they want to interact with their lovers, that is that choice. That is their choice to make. This Queen of Cups, or Queen of Coins, the King of Cups, in whatever situation they have going on, it is up to them to choose how they are going to fix it. You're not responsible for fixing their relationship. That's not your problem. That's not your prerogative. That's not your responsibility. That is up to them to do. You know, you got enough going on just in your life and staying balanced and staying happy. It's not up to you to fix other people. So this is the big message here, and that's why the Two of Coins came forward for balance. The cards are worried about you finding balance, you sort of taking on too much from others, and it's sort of unbalancing your scales. So don't be afraid to set those boundaries. It's not mean, it's not uncaring, it's not cruel, and sometimes it's a gift to give this back to these people so that they can grow, they can come into that Empress energy, they can experience personal growth and figure their shit out for themselves. It's not a bad thing, guys, and don't be afraid to do it. I am being told token, so we're going to grab you a tarot token. So we'll flip it over together. So the Fool coin. So that just represents a new perspective. You know, it doesn't represent that you're a fool or somebody else is a fool. This is about you looking at things in a new way. So you are not mean to hand these problems back to people. You're actually doing them a favor by giving them that gift of that chance to grow on their own and evolve on their own, because every person has to walk their own life path. We are all responsible for our choices. We're all responsible for whether we choose to learn our lessons or not. Nobody can do that for us. So don't take that responsibility on yourself, because it only harms you. Alrighty, Libra, have a great rest of your day. Welcome, Aries. Let's go ahead and get started with your read. We're going to grab this deck. This one's speaking to me for your read. So we'll see what message comes through for you guys. What do you need to hear for this week coming up? So we have the Three of Cups, Four of Wands. Holy crap, these are beautiful cards to be getting. Three of Cups, Four of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. This happiness, celebration, that Four of Wands, that union card, the Knight of Pentacles, somebody coming forward with a genuine, steady offer, and the Seven of Pentacles, which is an abundant harvest. It's a really nice way to start your read. I gotta tell you, Aries, you guys are lucky. This is a beautiful one. So we do have the Moon card, and we have the Queen of Cups. I feel like somebody has a bit of a sniff that this might be coming, that somebody is planning something, perhaps a partner, and making this offering, making some sort of good news happening, something to celebrate. This might be an offer of marriage, guys. I'm just going to say it. I'm going to throw it out there. So this read might not resonate with all of you guys. And I do feel like something's going on. I feel like somebody is planning a genuine offer. It's also, I say because they're planning it, I do feel like there's a little bit of sneakiness happening, but it's not negative sneakiness. It's like trying to make it something special. But this Queen of Cups, and I do feel like this is speaking to you because it's speaking to your emotional side. It's like your intuition is going off. Something's up. You know that this partner, this person is up to something. You know that there's something going on they're not telling you about. I do have the 8 of Swords. I have the 9 of Swords. So I do feel like there's a bit of worry or a bit of anxiety there. That Page of Swords says you might be trying to seek information, trying to maybe ask them certain pointed questions, or try and do a little bit of investigating. I feel like there's worry. I feel like there's worry on your side because you know something's up, but you're not sure what it is. The cards say it's nothing bad, though. I'm going to tell you that. The cards say it's some pretty good shit coming forward for you. We do have the Magician card and the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands. That Ace of Wands is a new beginning. It is a new beginning. This person has something big planned for how they're going to do this. I don't know if they're planning some sort of a trip for the two of you to go on, or some sort of a party, or purchasing a house. This person's been saving money for a while. Like, I don't know if you think that this person's been acting like a raging cheap ass for the past little while, or like they've been super grumbly about money and you're like, what the fuck are they so worried about? What's their problem? They weren't like this before. All of a sudden they got a bug up their ass. And this is maybe added to your 8 of Swords, your 9 of Swords. It's because they're planning. It's because they're planning and they're building for the future. It's because this person has a... I'm going to tell you, because it's such a spoiler alert. This person has a much bigger goal than just an engagement ring. I have this distinct impression that this person is actually, and I never get that from this 10 of Wands, because it's not what the card means if you look it up. But what I'm being told by my spirit guides and my intuition is that this person's actually looking at homes for you guys. This person is actually looking for a place for the two of you to live and to move in together and to settle down. They are very serious about their offer that they will be making coming forward. This person wants a deep commitment with you. 4 Swords, 5 of Wands, the Hermit card. Yeah, I feel like it's brought some arguing about, though. The money situation. And it is this person, they're... Like I said, because it does involve a bit of sneaking around because they're planning something positive for you, but it does involve in not telling you about it. I don't know if you've been through shit in the past where that kind of shit is a really huge red flag to you. And sort of that's the filter that you're looking at it through. But I'm going to tell you, whoever this person is that you're with, this Knight of Pentacles, this King of Pentacles, it's not like your person from the past. This King of Pentacles is planning something good. This King of Pentacles is working to plan for your future together. This is not planning for their own future. This is not planning to bugger off and whatever. So if that's, you know, the experience that you might have had, this read might not be for you. I'm telling you what the cards are telling me. So the person this read is meant for is with somebody who's looking to get engaged to them, somebody who's looking to marry them, somebody who's looking to get a home with them and settle down and have a future. The 7 of Cups, there is a warning behind that 7 of Cups to not allow your emotions to get carried away with you. We're going to grab a few more because, like I said, I feel like there's something in your history that makes you really worried about what's going on here, and you're seeing it in a way that it's not meant to be seen. Like you're seeing it through different eyes. Yeah, we have the Empress, the 6 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles. That is how this person sees you. This person recognizes you as an Empress, As that Empress energy, you are the person who is going to bring them happiness for the rest of their life. You are the person that they want to settle down with. Absolutely. They are not sneaking around cheating. Whoever this read is for, your partner is not sneaking around cheating. Your partner is not planning anything greasy. Your partner is planning to get engaged to you. Your partner is planning on marriage. Your partner is planning on getting a home together and living together. This is an exciting read. This is bringing positive things into your life. We do have the shadow side, so don't allow, you know, that shit from the past or those dark thoughts or emotions to creep in and to cause any kind of heartache or you to make any kind of a rash decision here. The Six of Pentacles. Interesting. Six of Pentacles. Death card. I think you have been lied to in the past. I think this is part of what's triggering all of this. It's not just somebody acting out of character. It's like some of the things are actually warning flags for you. Especially with the money thing. Especially with them being cheap with the money. You're like, where the fuck is the money going? Why all of a sudden are they so worried about every cent that gets spent? It's because they're looking to buy a home. It's because they're looking at somewhere for the two of you guys to live. They're looking to get a place together. Absolutely. I tell you what I see in these last few cards. I got the Death card, Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords, the Fool card. I see somebody getting so worked up about all of this shit and being so worried about what their partner is actually up to that they are confronting them with the threat of severing ties to the relationship to the point where the partner has to say, I've actually been saving to buy an engagement ring and here it is, and I was planning to have a party to propose to you. Because I just feel like somebody's going to feel really freaking foolish if they kind of spoil the surprise that's coming. Because there is a surprise that's coming. There is something positive that's coming. I do feel if somebody has that emotional knee-jerk reaction that threatens the stability of this relationship, their partner is not going to keep the secret any longer. Their partner is going to just let it all out and say exactly what they've been up to. Like I said, it's going to spoil the surprise. But somebody might need this to be able to feel safe. Like I said, I know what I see in the cards. I know what the cards are telling me, what my spirit guides are telling me, and what's coming forward here. Somebody is planning to make a union. Somebody's planning to make a union with you. Somebody's planning to have a fruitful future with you. And it's not just, like I said, it's not just little plans. It's not spur of the moment. This is extremely thought through. Somebody wants it to be as romantic as possible and as special as possible because you are special to them. The Page of Wands. Yeah, I just feel like somebody's been acting weird lately. Even with this Page of Wands, somebody's been acting weird. Somebody's been acting off. Like your partner just seems fucking, like, I don't know, they're up to something. I am going to tell you too, there might be other people, your friends or your family, who know about what's going on or on their side of things that may be acting a bit different to you as well. That Nine of Cups. I even see it in the Nine of Cups. I see on her face, I know something you don't know. So I don't know if you've been experiencing that with people around you as well, like mutual friends with you and your partner or family members. It's because they know it's coming. This person has a big thing planned. This is not going to be some little spur of the moment kind of proposal. This person has a huge thing all planned out. The Three of Wands. They're absolutely terrified too about whether you're going to take their offering or not. But I see it being absolutely genuine when it comes forward. This person's emotions for you are absolutely genuine. The Temperance card, the World card. You are the world to them. Absolutely. You are their light. You are their life. You are who they want to settle down with. You are who they want to build a life with. And everything that they've been doing this past while that you are not entirely aware of has been to contribute to that. So like I said, if somebody comes forward and sort of tries to bring this out in the open with either tell me what the fuck is up or I'm packing my shit and leaving, you'll get an answer. You'll get an answer. It'll spoil the fuck out of the surprise, but you will get a decent answer. And it will be that proposal. So like I said, this read is not going to be for everybody. But who it is for, you have some very special things coming your way and a partner who cares very deeply for you. Alrighty, I am being told token, so we are going to grab you a tarot token for your reading. We'll flip it over. So it is the Hermit card. Or coin, the Hermit coin. And it's like taking that time to be introspective, taking that time to look within. I think somewhere in your heart, you know this person isn't a greaseball. I know you have this shit from the past that sort of bothers you about kind of what they might be up to. But also, I think there's this side of you that knows who they are and knows them well enough to know that that's not something that they're going to do. The Hermit can also represent a Virgo, and we did have it come out in the card as well as the coin too. So it might indicate that this person that you're with is a Virgo, but not always true. Alrighty, have a great rest of your day. Hey Leo, so this is going to be your read. So this is the deck that is calling to me to do your reading for the week. So we'll see what does Leo need to hear for the week tarot. We have the King of Cups. I'm going to bring all of these guys out upright too. I'm not going to read them in reverse today. I'll just allow my intuition to tell me exactly where they sit in all of this. King of Cups, who are you? Bringing something forward and offering forward to our Queen of Pentacles. That's interesting. Woo! But we have the Five of Swords here and the King of Pentacles. I don't know what this Queen of Pentacles is up to. This offering coming forward, I feel like it's very out of place. I have this distinct impression that our Queen of Pentacles and our King of Pentacles are two people who have a commitment to each other. So this King of Cups is one king too many, is what I'm going to tell you in this read already. So I don't know if this is something that's happening that she is not sharing with the king for whatever reason, and maybe she's taking advantage of the offer. Maybe she's not. I don't know, but I do feel like she's hiding it. I'm being told hiding. We do have the Devil card. This has the potential to have a very detrimental effect to this relationship, to this king and this Queen of Pentacles, the Hangman. And it will be based on choices. If this Queen of Pentacles is making the choice to keep secrets from this king, it will have a negative impact. We also have, we do have the Three of Cups, and we have the Emperor. Interesting. The Three of Cups and the Emperor. I'd like to know where that Emperor sits, because I do feel like he's speaking to a certain figure. And it is somebody who's more authoritative. Ace of Pentacles. I don't know if he's somebody who gives advice. Like, I don't feel like we're talking about, you know, divorce. We're talking about a judge in this case. This Emperor is somebody else, but he's somebody who I feel has some decent advice, and whatever he says, it's like it needs to be heard in whatever this case is. I'm gonna grab a few more here. That Eight of Wands came flying out. Communication, but it came out sideways. Shit is not being communicated, I'll tell you that. And then the Moon card. Secrets are being kept here. Secrets will do damage. Every time, secrets will do damage. We have the Queen of Cups. The Knight of Swords. Jeez, there's that sneaky Seven of Swords, guys. On the Strength card. Okay, I'll tell you the vibe that I'm getting. And this may or may not resonate with each and every one of you. This read is meant for someone specific. It may even be this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this King of Cups is making advancements on her. This King of Cups is making, I'm being told the word inappropriate gestures or offerings towards the Queen of Pentacles. She is not telling her king. I'm looking at all these cards, and I'm going to tell you, I do not feel like the Queen of Pentacles is having a sexual affair with somebody. I don't. But I feel like somebody is pursuing her, and she is not telling her King of Pentacles about it. I don't know if she's afraid of how the king is going to react, or if this king is going to believe her or not. But she's keeping the secret, and that secret in and of itself has the potential to cause a lot of harm and damage. I keep seeing in all the cards, not keeping this secret. Don't allow this to be a secret. Bring it out in the open. Queen of Cups. I see a lot of fear in the Queen of Cups too. A lot of worry. It's worrying over her situation. It's worrying over heartbreak. I don't know, something's going to come out though. I'm going to tell you this too. I'm being given this impression that our King of Pentacles is on the verge of finding out about this anyways. And if he finds out about it by himself, it's going to make the Queen of Pentacles look like she's really in the fucking wrong. Whereas if she just come to a King of Pentacles and tell him what the hell is going on, and that she's had these unwanted offerings and advances by this one person, that it would actually help to bring this out in the open, sort of get ahead of things. But it's going to take a lot of strength to overcome fear, to overcome worry, and to speak a truth here. So I know this read is not going to resonate with each and every one of you. So bear that in mind. Not every read is going to hit on your situation. But to the person who is dealing with this, it's important to bring this out in the open, and it's important to speak the truth here. That Ten of Swords. Because if this king has to find out on his own, this king is going to feel extremely betrayed. Extremely betrayed. Whereas if his queen steps forward and tells him what's going on here and what she's been dealing with, it's like at least it's out in the open. The Sun card. I do feel like that is the only chance that this has to have a positive outcome for her and her King of Pentacles to stay together and move forward. Like, if he's gonna find out on his own, I think he's gonna call her quits. I have this distinct impression he's just gonna shut this shit down. And I almost feel like this emperor, whoever this emperor is in her life, has told her this or will be telling her this. This is somebody who's aware of her situation. I don't know if this is like a father figure, as somebody who she looks up to for advice. And I feel like it's somebody who's already said this shit to her. And you know, because she knows that this is going on and she's hiding something, it actually causes her to behave a different way towards her king, whether she realizes it or not. And it is a red flag to her king already, that something is up and something is wrong. The Nine of Cups, the World card, Eight of Pentacles. You know, and I feel like these two people, this Queen of Pentacles, this King of Pentacles, I'm going to tell you for the people this read resonates with and who it's actually meant for, these people have put a lot of work into building their relationship, into building a level of trust. I keep getting told the word trust, and I keep getting pulled from this Eight of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. So I do feel like this King of Pentacles is somebody who's had trust issues in the past, and it's taken a lot of inner strength for him to trust this queen. And this has the potential to undo all of that. That Page of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, she needs to bring this offering forward. It's very important. It's very important for keeping this trust existing in this relationship, to bring forward exactly what has been happening and why she has not told this person up until now. If it's like a fear of, you know, how this person is going to react. If it's like, I thought I dealt with it, I didn't want it to hurt your feelings, so I thought this person would just fuck off when I told them no, but they just won't stop. They won't kind of leave me alone. Because this King of Pentacles, I'm going to tell you, he dealt with somebody in the past who was a player energy. He dealt with somebody who actually did have affairs on him, who was running around on him. And that is his biggest fear with trusting anybody new in his life when it comes to romance, is that there will be a repetition of the past. And so there is this situation that's come up. And like I said, I do not get that impression that this Queen of Pentacles is having an actual affair with anybody. But somebody is pursuing her, actively pursuing her. And I feel like she's tried to shut it down, but it's not shut down. This person is continually actively pursuing her, and it's weighing heavy on her. And she feels like she's doing something wrong by having this going on. She needs to be honest with her king about what's going on in this situation. Otherwise, her king will walk away. He will walk away. He is not going to deal with the same kind of crap that he dealt with in the past. And if he has to find this out himself, that will be his belief in this situation. He will not trust the truth that she tells him. She needs to come forward and speak it herself. That Ace of Wands. That is the, I'm sorry, I know that Wands doesn't represent truth, but it does represent communication. She needs to reach out and do this communication. She needs to reach out and make this, her king, aware of what's been going on in her world. Why she's been acting off. Why she's been feeling off. that this has been going on. It's been making her uncomfortable, and she doesn't know how to handle this situation. And her worst fear is hurting him, or him thinking that she's doing something wrong, or she's stepping out on him. She needs to be 100% honest about what's been going on and where her feelings are and where her heart lies in this situation. It's important for this King of Pentacles to be able to have that from her. That's what he needs in this situation, so that his imagination doesn't take off, so that his belief doesn't become that he's repeating a cycle of his past. He's dealing with someone like someone in his past, and he's being cheated on. That's very important. We're going to grab a few more cards here. So we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. I'm going to grab a couple more. I want to see exactly where those sit, and I had a bunch that wanted to come out of my deck here. King of Swords. I'm going to tell you what I see in this too. I see her energy coming forward in this Nine of Pentacles. I wanted to pull a few more to see exactly how everything fit. I wanted another card to just help give me that validation too. And I see his energy, our King of Pentacles, being like this King of Swords. I see protectiveness in it. I see if she can come forward, she can tell him about this truth. She can tell him about this unwanted attention that she is getting. He will be more protective. I don't know if he's going to go confront whoever this King of Cups is and tell him to back the fuck off or what's going on, but he will protect her. She does not have to put up with shit like that from anybody, and she does not have to hide it, which then causes trouble with her partner, because then this King of Cups, whoever that person is actually winning, because they're putting her in a bad situation. We also have the Justice card. Ooh, the Three of Pentacles and the Fool card. I will tell you, this King of Pentacles is looking at this Queen. I don't know if the two of these people are married, but he looks at her like a lifelong partner. He looks at her like somebody he wants to spend the rest of his life with. Like where he will take, you know, that next step in that commitment to have a legal marriage with this person, if he doesn't already. But to him, he has to have that openness, right? He doesn't want to be caught like a fool, like he felt like he was before with this Queen of Wands from his past. He never wants to feel like a fool again. So it's important for him to know exactly what's going on. It's important to have the truth out in the open. The Death card, the Four of Swords, Judgment. That Death card is about closing one door. You know, closing a chapter, bringing something to an end. It would break his heart to end the relationship with his Queen of Pentacles. It absolutely would. But he is capable of making that choice if he's led down kind of the wrong way, if he has the wrong impression, if he has to find this shit out for himself. That Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. He wants to build a life with our Queen. He most definitely wants to build a life with this Queen. He wants to set down legacy with her, roots with her, build a life, a home, all of that good stuff. And he's willing to put in the time and the effort to do it. But he needs to know that this is somebody who he can trust. This is his biggest thing. If he knows that he can trust her and she's somebody who's going to come to him and tell him everything that's going on, then we can have this positive outcome. But it is actually up to her how this goes. If she keeps hiding this, and he is on the verge of figuring something out, whatever he figures out in his mind, if she doesn't speak this truth, we'll destroy this relationship. And that's why we had that Hangman. That's why I set it to the side, because I knew that choices were going to be important in this read. And I knew that it was probably going to involve this Queen of Pentacles. And it's like, it's up to her how this goes. It's up to her how this goes. How she handles this situation. How she handles speaking to her King of Pentacles about what's been going on. That is going to be a big part of determining how this situation plays out, and whether she winds up with the Ten of Pentacles and a happily ever after, a chance for a fruitful relationship for a long time legacy, or whether she winds up heartbroken with somebody believing that she cheated on them when she didn't. Well, I just think it's really important here for her to be able to speak this truth, so that the wrong impression doesn't go around. Because I can feel this King of Pentacles feelings for her, and they are extremely genuine. He wants to trust her. He wants to invest in her. And I also feel her feelings of fear and confusion. So it's something that she needs to be able to get over, to be able to make this a fruitful partnership so that there's nothing hidden between the two of them. Alrighty, have a great day, guys. Hello, Aquarius. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Thank you very much for joining me for this read. So this is going to be for you guys for this next coming week. And I'm being pulled to this deck. So this is the one that we're going to use for your read. So what message does Aquarius need to hear? We have the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Swords. There you are, seeking the truth, Aquarius. Worried about something, though. Worried about something. That Nine of Swords speaks to anxiety, sometimes depression. I just feel a lot of worry. Five of Wands, conflict. The Nine of Cups, Emperor. And the World card. I don't know, you got a lot of conflict going on with someone. I grab a couple more here because I want to know where it all sits and who these players are. And that Emperor. So I feel like you're miserable about it. You're unhappy, you're worried, and then I have this other half of the conflict, but I feel like this person has painted on a happy face. This person has painted on like they don't care. I don't know if they post on social media pictures of them being happy or them doing this, that, or the other. I don't feel like it's real, though. I feel like this person is trying to cover up emotions. They're trying to cover up the fact that their feelings and their caring for you makes them vulnerable. This person does not want to be vulnerable. That's what it comes down to. I don't know who you're dealing with. If this is romance, we'll keep pulling some more cards to sort of see where it fits. But this other half of the conflict, this person does not want to show that this bothers them. Somehow they feel like it makes them weak in admitting that they care. That World card, though, I'm sorry, but this is a warning for whoever this Emperor is who you're dealing with. It represents rewards from the universe, but ones that are earned. So if this person wants you in their life, if this person values you, if you make them happy, they need to be able to pull their head out of their ass and show it. That's important. Otherwise, they're not going to have a Three of Pentacles. They're not going to have Three of Cups. They're just going to get this Ten of Swords. They're just going to get an ending. And it's because they're not willing to be vulnerable. It's because they're not willing to show their emotions, to show their appreciation for somebody who they're with. That Ten of Swords, though. I don't know. I'm going to grab a couple more here. Because I just don't feel like they're showing it. I feel like this person is like hiding it. This person's all fake. All fake, hiding how they truly feel. That Page of Wands. I think they're going to communicate to you, though. That Page of Wands, that is a communication coming forward. The Ace of Cups. New beginning. I think they're going to try and come back and be like, let's get back together. Let's blah, 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 blah. Let's celebrate. But I'm still being told by my spirit guides they're not going to talk about what the actual trouble was. They're not going to talk about what the actual problem was. They're not going to admit to their responsibility in it. They're not going to admit to what their true feelings are. Like the guard is still up. Whoever this person is, their emotional guard is still up. And they're not willing to tear it down. Now this is a tough one because you have deep feelings for whoever this person is. And when they come back, you're going to want to accept whatever offer that they have. I can already see that in the cards. Because you're deeply invested. Your heart is deeply invested. This is someone you very much care for. This is somebody who you can see a fruitful future with. But I'm getting told in the cards that until this person's willing to admit that piece of things or change that part of things where they're more emotionally vulnerable and are able to speak to you about what you really mean to them and to be able to show that in their behavior, this situation is not going to change. It's something that's going to be carried forward into the relationship. It does have the potential to wear things down over time. It does have the potential to cause trouble over time in this relationship, sort of undermining any kind of a Ten of Cups that has the possibility to be there. The Strength card. I just keep seeing like it's up to you. It's up to you. So that tells me that this person, this Emperor, whoever this card represents, and sometimes it does speak to an Aries, but it's somebody who's definitely has a decent sized ego. It's somebody who is more than happy to keep living this same cycle with you. So as long as you're willing to accept this cycle as kind of like a norm or the status quo, this is the way that things are going to be. Until, you decide that, no, this isn't going to work anymore. And you kind of put your foot down and you set the parameters about what your expectations are. This is what it's going to be. I do see that here. So I'm not going to shit on you for whatever your choices are. Everyone's choices are their own. Zero judgment here. I'm just telling you what the cards are telling me. That this is what this person has to offer. This Emperor. This is what they have to offer. There is no emotional vulnerability here. This is somebody who is happy to keep living with things the way that they are. And not really digging deeper into their emotions. The Nine of Pentacles. I'm going to grab a few more here. Yeah, that's what I was feeling too. So this person will always kind of emotionally hold back. It's just not sort of, I don't know if they're not a touchy-feely kind of person, or it's kind of because this is how the relationship has been for so long that kind of the dynamic is established. But this is how they kind of intend to keep going forward, sort of keeping those things to themselves. Even in the Knight of Swords, I see it's not that somebody's not going to speak their truth or this person won't speak their truth. They're just going to hold some of it back. And they're always going to hold some of it back. Some of it just for themselves. I'm being made to feel like never really sure where I stand with this person and how their feelings are for me. And I do feel like this is part of the Nine of Swords. This is part of the worry. This is part of the anxiety. And not feeling, it's not that you're not feeling comfortable, it's you're not feeling confident in their level of commitment and the depth of their feelings for you. And it is because they don't want to come out and say it. Because if they come out and say, I love you with all my heart and I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and then you up and dump them, that would break their fucking heart. And this is not a position that this person is willing to put themselves in. So it doesn't mean that they don't have feelings for you, but it means that they will always sort of keep that arm's length as a way of protecting their own heart and a way of protecting themselves. The Two of Cups, the Death card. That Death card is about transition. It is about change. It's closing the door on one chapter, it's beginning a new one. I do feel like having that deep emotional connection, if this person is able to find some level of vulnerability, if you're able to say that, this is something that I want, or not being willing to sort of settle for less, or the dynamic that's already been established, and this person can sort of find it in themselves to grow and step up and do that, there may be a potential for an abundant harvest here. There may be that potential for the Ten of Cups, because you're both then meeting on that deep level and nobody's feeling like they're sort of going without, because I do get that distinct impression that this is something that you felt for a while now. This sort of going without, going with less. And it's because this person won't come out and just say it, that they love you, that their heart is invested, that they would like to spend their life with you. All of those things that I feel like you told them. It's like they're not willing to reciprocate it. And it's to protect themselves from not being hurt. It's that keeping you at arm's length. I'm going to grab a couple more here. King of Pentacles. And the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords does represent heartbreak. It most definitely does. I'm also being told that this King of Pentacles, this is our Emperor figure. This is our masculine figure who's stepping forward here. And that this person is going to play, and their choices are going to play a big role in whether this works or not. Because it's going to leave you with certain feelings, their behavior, their choices. And based on your feelings, you'll make your own choices. Eventually, one day or the next. It might be giving them a little bit more time, and maybe they never step up to the plate, and however long down the road you decide that this is just not working for you and it's just not enough. This King of Pentacles' Emperor figure will have started their own heartbreak. They'll be the ones responsible for their own heartbreak. This is a chance for this person to grow and to step up and to have that deeper connection that I feel like they most likely want. I don't see anything in this person that says they don't care. I just see that this is somebody who very much struggles with being vulnerable. This is somebody who very much struggles with putting themselves in a position where they can have their heart broken. I don't know if they're going to be able to overcome that. I'm telling you. Six of Swords, Fool card. Queen of Pentacles. That Hierophant, it can speak to a higher learning. It can speak to a mentor. I have this feeling that it has something to do with possibly something that you say to them. And that Queen of Pentacles, she speaks of nurturing. She speaks of growth. And the Fool card is about a new perspective and a leap of faith. I think there's something that you say to them or can say to them that might help them to find a new perspective. It doesn't mean they will, but it may help to set them on that path and to be able to sever themselves sort of from that fear of being vulnerable and realizing if they want this true happiness, if you're somebody that they want to have a future with, if they want to have a 10 of Cups with you, there's risks that they are going to have to take to be able to attain that. And those risks, let's face it, any risk might end in heartbreak. But if you don't take the risk, this is what you're guaranteed. If you do take the risk, there's a chance you're going to get your 10 of Cups. And maybe this isn't something that this person has ever considered before, you know. If they really truly want that 10 of Cups, they're going to have to take a leap of faith. And it might turn out good and it might turn out bad, but they'll never know if they don't take it, right? Alrighty, guys, so that is your read. I hope that you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day. Welcome, Scorpio. So this is going to be your read. Let's go ahead and get started. So this was the deck that was calling to me for your read. And we'll see what messages come forward for you for this week. We have the 10 of Cups, Page of Cups, whoa, Tower, Knight of Wands, Queen of Swords, holy cow, the Empress. Whoo! 10 of Cups. That Knight of Wands, I definitely see some sort of a player energy here. It is connected to this Queen of Swords. Remember, this Queen of Swords is kind of a figure of truth. I don't know. I get a real bad feeling from this Queen of Swords, so. This is somebody who's got... This is somebody who's not afraid to spin the truth, but I also feel like they have their own truth in their mind. I keep getting this like everyone's against me kind of attitude, whoever this Queen of Swords is, who you're dealing with. And they kind of use this to justify, it's like hurting other people. Hurting other people because it's like, I don't know if it's like a get them before they get me kind of thing, or if they're just really bitter and sour from shit that they've been through in life. And so they just treat other people like crap, or they just kind of move in like a darker, angrier, more dishonest way. Because they're just sort of moving on the assumption that everything's going to go to shit and blah, 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 blah. Because I do feel like this Tower card is tied to the Queen of Swords. I do not feel that it's tied to the Empress. And the Empress is speaking to your energy. I feel like you're somebody who's attaining a 10 of Cups. You're somebody who's attaining this Page of Cups. Your happiness. You're finding happiness. You're finding positivity in your life. Whoever this Queen of Swords is, don't fucking like it. I don't know if this is a friend who you're dealing with who all of a sudden got real fucking negative, or if they're going through their own shit right now, and because your life is kind of going in a decent way, this friend just is pissed off. And I don't know if it's that they're angry at you, or they're just angry at their situation kind of thing, and so they take it out on anybody who looks like they're finding happiness. Anyone who looks like they're trying to, like they're finding abundance or good things are coming their way. I do also get a vibe off of this King of Cups. He's somehow become a focus. Now I'm going to tell you, I don't know if this is somebody new who's come into your life. And possibly this is when this shit sort of started up with this Queen of Swords. And it's like you've taken on somebody new in your life, or you're finding happiness or fulfillment with perhaps a partner or a new friendship of the opposite sex. And that could possibly be romantic. But this Queen of Swords is fucking sour. This person's sour, and they're jealous is what it is. They're absolutely jealous. I'm going to tell you this too. They may actively be working to drive a wedge between you and whoever this King of Cups is. Cups can represent a water sign. I could be a Scorpio, a Cancer, or a Pisces. I know you're a Scorpio. But I think more than anything, it represents somebody who can be a friend. I keep seeing friendship. Same with Three of Cups, friendship. So I don't know if it's just a friendship that has the potential to become something more, or perhaps you've confided in this Queen of Swords that maybe you have deeper feelings than just friendship for this King of Cups. But this Queen of Swords does not want this to work out like a Ten of Cups for you. They don't. They don't, and it's because they're bitter from the tower that they've been through. It's because they're bitter from their own Three of Swords, their own heartbreak. So they don't want to see other people happy. It's almost like it's like rubbing salt in their own wounds. I'm going to pull a few more cards because I want to know if they're actually going to act on this and actively try and sabotage it, or if they're just being a miserable asshole and you can't figure out why, because this would be why. I'm telling you this is why. So we're going to grab a few more here. So you have the Ten of Coins, the High Priest. The Ten of Coins, it is like wealth, it is like abundance, it is like legacy. I'm getting pulled back to the King of Cups. This is somebody who you see the potential for legacy with. Like I said, I don't know if you guys are currently romantically involved, or if this is a new friendship that you've made that you have deeper intentions for. But this is somebody who you would like to explore that with. I know that. Whether that's happening or whether that's something that you would just like to do. This King of Cups is somebody who has the potential of that for you. It's how you view them. It's how you view them, the High Priestess. Keep feeling like intuition, or like something's wrong, or you feel like something's wrong or something's off. Like a little voice trying to speak to you. I'm going to tell you what else, because I don't feel nothing negative coming off of this King of Cups, and I need to tell you that. So this reading might not be for everyone. This King of Cups has nothing negative going on. He's also completely unaware of what this Queen of Swords is all about. This Queen of Swords is somebody darker. This Queen of Swords is somebody who would like to ruin this happiness for you. They would like to ruin this chance of you finding somebody to build a life with. They don't want to see that you have success in that, because they haven't found success in that. It's made them really skewed and very bitter and very angry. I also have this distinct impression of my cards being messed up, especially in this last row, where like shit doesn't make sense, or there is some untruth being told here. This is also this Queen of Swords. Okay? This is this Queen of Swords who is trying to cause shit for you. So she might be feeding you some sort of lies, or saying things to you that undermine your confidence, that undermine perhaps not just your confidence in yourself, but your confidence in this King of Cups and what they might represent in your life. She's working fucking hard at it too. She's working hard at sowing these seeds of dissent, trying to screw with you here. She is trying to steer you in a different direction. She's trying to throw you off balance. She's trying to steer you away from anyone who has the potential to be an emperor for you. So it's not just this King of Cups. I mean, fuck, if you took her advice and you stepped away from this King of Cups and somebody new showed up, she'd do the same fucking thing with them. This is just where she's at. This is because of her own misery. And I actually, because I could feel it like a little voice, but I couldn't quite place this High Priestess. A lot of times she feels very positive to me, but there was some other kind of energy around her. This is actually the Queen of Swords. This is her trying to play mind games. This is her trying to put untruths in your head, trying to make you feel confused, trying to make you feel sad, trying to get you to move away from something that has the potential to bring you happiness. 8 of Wands, 7 of Wands. She is using communication as a weapon. She might even be using your past against you. I don't know if in the past you've been in relationships that haven't worked out well, and because this Queen of Swords is somebody close to you, they would know that. So be careful of this Queen of Swords offering you advice of, well, are you sure that's what they mean? Because so-and-so in the past told you this, and this is how it happened. Because that's not real advice. That's not real loving, caring advice that doesn't want to see you get hurt. That's sneaky shit. That's sneaky shit that is trying to prevent you from moving forward and looking for happiness in your life too. She's using words as a weapon here. And I see that in the 7 of Wands, that need to be able to block that. That need to be able to block whatever advice is coming forward from this person, and to be able to like take it with a grain of salt or don't hear it at all. Because this person does not have your best intentions at heart. They absolutely don't. Their bitterness will not let them see that. Page of Coins, King of Coins, Nine of Cups. That's interesting. Page of Coins. I do feel an offering coming forward with this one too. The King of Coins. This is somebody who admires you. I don't know if this is the same person as this King of Cups, or if you have multiple energies who are looking at you like you are this Empress, like you are wish fulfillment. You are somebody they would like to have a life with or build legacy with. I would be really careful of this Queen of Swords, because she will ruin chance after chance after chance for you. Absolutely. She will actively work to ruin any chance that comes your way. So now I'm starting to wonder, as I'm reading the cards, if all of this shit has already gone down with this King of Cups, and this is somebody you stepped away from, and now we have a King of Coins coming forward, and you're seeing a repetition in behavior here. Because I got two different energies that both want to build legacy with you. Two different energies who look at you as this awesome Empress energy. This someone who they can build, someone who they can grow with, someone who they admire. And this Queen of Swords is actively trying to chase all of them away. This Queen of Swords does not want you to have a Two of Cups with anyone. They don't want you to have happiness. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is like fighting battles. I keep getting pulled back to the Queen of Swords. And just like a repetition of this, like she is just going to keep doing this. She is going to keep trying to knock you down. She's going to keep trying to undermine anything positive that you try and build in your life. The Hermit card. You know what? For whatever these answers are where she's offering advice, look within yourself. You're an Empress. You already have the answers. You don't need some bitter ass Queen of Swords who can't get over a tower to give you any advice about shit in your life. You are an Empress. You know in your heart, and you know in your mind, and you know in your soul what a truth is. All you gotta do is take time to get introspective and look within and find that truth within, and trust yourself and have confidence within yourself. The Knight of Swords. Like, this queen will use nasty things to try and hurt your self-esteem too. Any kind of a real friend would never try and tear you down. A real friend just tries to build you up. You know, and I think that's a truth too that needs to be recognized here. Is this a true friend? Is this a true friend? If this person is actively working to sabotage any positivity that you might have in your life, is this a friendship worth nurturing? Is this someone worth speaking to? Is this someone worth having around? The Lovers card. They're just jealous that you are finding romantic interests in your life, or that people are interested in you romantically, because they're not receiving that. And I mean, let's face it, it's because they're fucking angry and bitter. It's because they're angry and bitter, and they block out any other energies. It kind of chases people away. You know, if they want to change that, if they want to move forward with their life and find a new chapter, they're going to have to look within themselves to find their own healing. They're going to have to reconcile that shit within themselves that they went through that has to do with the tower and all the unfinished emotional business that they have. And to be able to heal their own mind, their heart, and their soul. And then to be able to open up again. But that is their journey and that is their path. Your path is the path of an Empress. And your path has lots of energies that would like to join you and contribute. The Six of Wands. Five of Cups. The Seven of Cups. You know, and I feel like there's this part of you that's very compassionate for what this person has been through. And I feel like there's another part of you who just doesn't really want to have much to do with them because they are so very negative. Trust your intuition on this. Trust your intuition. If your intuition says this person's full of crap and their energy is getting real toxic in my life, if you need to set your boundaries and don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about setting your boundaries. You don't have to allow toxicity in your life to be a good person or a kind person or any kind of garbage like that. You don't have to accept that kind of energy in your life. You don't. The Six of Wands, being able to sort of recognize your own self-worth and that you deserve to have your life respected. And if somebody's going to be welcomed into your circle, they need to be able to contribute to that, not take away or try and tear you down. So I do feel like this might be a choice that you're struggling with, and where this person is coming from, why they're behaving the way they are, and whether to stay friends with them and keep interacting. Do not feel bad about setting your boundaries. I know, especially with the planet alignment, emotions are running high. I feel like people are going to be a lot more apt to sort of acting impulsively and acting on their emotions. But we also have Jupiter and Saturn in there. Like, that is that call to wisdom. That is that call to personal growth. That is karma as well. So being able to pay attention to your own behavior and the way that you're interacting with people, to hold yourself to a higher standard, to exercise that wisdom in communicating with others and your interactions with others, and being able to set your boundaries. There's nothing wrong with setting your boundaries. If somebody wants to behave in a negative way, there's no need to retaliate, because it is this retrograde. Karma is coming back to everyone. So if you put out positivity, you're going to receive positivity. If somebody puts out negativity, that's what they're going to get back. You don't have to do nothing about it. They'll reap what they've sown, just as you will. So being able to make those choices too, and establish your boundaries and move in a healthy, happy way in your life, it will receive positive results. That good karma will come in. So like I said, don't be afraid to set boundaries with this person. You're well within your rights to push toxic energies out of your life and only to welcome positivity in. Alrighty guys, have a great day. Hey Pisces, so this is going to be your read. We're going to grab these guys over here. They're calling to me. So I feel like there's a specific message in this card for Pisces for the week. What does Pisces need to know? Woo, 6 of Wands. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Recognition, 9 of Wands. So I'm going to tell you this. You're dealing with some sort of an energy here that's looking to bring drama into your life. Someone who's jealous. Jealous. They have their own motives too. Like, they're looking to get in on whatever it is you have going on. If you got, a happy family, you have a nice housing established, you have a good job, your finances are okay. This person's looking to target all of that. I just see in this Page of Wands the word mooch. Mooch. That's what we're going to be talking about in this read. You're dealing with somebody who is greedy and somebody who's looking to take what you have. You're going to need to protect yourself from whoever this energy is. Queen of Wands. Let's see. What can you tell me here? Getting this energy from this Queen of Wands. Entitled. I don't always usually see that from her. Sometimes she'll give me a positive vibe, sometimes a negative vibe. I do feel like this is who you're going to have to defend yourself from. This is somebody who wants to live off of others' work. So this is somebody, if they give you a sob story about they have nowhere to go, or they blah, 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 it's kind of just to get their foot in the door. And they will not be contributing in any way, shape, or form. And they're going to get real indignant if you sort of demand that they contribute to. This King of Cups, I do feel like this is speaking to your read here. This is speaking to your energy. I just see him being real pissed off too. I'm sorry. I can't get over the look on his face in this card. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? So I don't know if you've already accepted this person and sort of welcomed them in, trying to give them a leg up, trying to help them out, and they're abusing it. Because this was the Queen of Wands' intention all along. It was to abuse a friendship. It was to manipulate you into allowing them to come in and mooch off of them. Mooch. The High Priest is somebody in your life who gave you a very distinct warning about this person. I'm not sure who they are. I don't know if this is a friend or a family member, or this is somebody who knew this Queen of Wands and so had a bit of insight. But I do feel like in this High Priest, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't let them in. Don't give them nothing. I even get a negative vibe off of the Sun card, which I never get either. And it is from the image on it. I just see like an immature image. And it is connected to this user. And like looking for opportunity. This person is extremely opportunistic. Absolutely. You know what? And this High Priestess also tells me that your intuition's going off. Your intuition's going off about something being not right. Like I said, I don't know if you've already accepted them into your life. I know you've had a warning about them. I know your intuition is going off. I know what their intentions are, and their intentions are absolutely not pure. This person is not, whatever they say, for their trying to get their foot in the door, it's BS. It's crap. That Six of Swords says to walk away, to cut ties. The Hangman, the Wheel of the Year. They will sponge off of you to the point that it actually turns your Wheel of Fortune in a negative way. Like where they use up your finances, where they cause you financial trouble. This person will cause a lot of problems in your life. Ten of Swords, backstabbing. So I will also tell you, there is pretty high level of dishonesty with this person. This is somebody who would be capable of applying for a credit card in your name and then going on a spending spree and hiding it. This King of Swords, this is your energy too in this King of Swords. And this is like not taking shit from people. This is being assertive. This is not allowing toxic energies into your life. This is not allowing people to take advantage of you. This is setting those boundaries. This is like blocking this person out. Not putting up with anything that they're doing. And I will tell you this. I don't know if this situation happened and you had to fucking kick them out. But I know this Queen of Wands is somebody who doesn't take getting called on their shit very well. This is somebody who sits and stews about it. This is somebody who's extremely spiteful. I feel a lot of dark energy. The Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, it is connected with this Queen of Wands. And this Queen of Wands not getting their way. They get nasty when they don't get their way. Whoever this person is gets extremely freaking nasty. There's the lies and deceit. And they don't just move on and get over it. I don't feel like that. I feel like they try and actively think of ways to try and get back at people. Now, I don't know if this is something you've already experienced with them. Maybe they've talked about situations with other people in the past. That is a red flag. If they'll do it to other people, they'll do it to you. This Queen of Wands is greasy. This person is absolutely greasy. The Knight of Wands. This person will go tell lies to other people to make other people angry at the King of Swords, at you. I don't know if they've done it in the past or something they've told you about a situation that they experienced that made you angry with another person who they made it seem like they were a victim. That's probably bullshit. I'm going to tell you. That's probably bullshit, and that's probably orchestrated so that you feel sorry for them and you feel protective towards them. And they are going to go do that with somebody else too. Somebody looks at you like you were abusive, like you were negative, like you were toxic. And then they'll do it to that person too. This is just how they roll. They go from person to person to person. And like I said, I'm not sure if this High Priestess knew about exactly who they were and that they had sort of exhibited this behavior in the past in another situation, or if this High Priest has just dealt with people like that in the past and can fucking recognize them for what they were. But they did try and warn you not to take up with this person. I feel like they did try and warn you that this person was a manipulator. This person is just after money. This person is like a tower waiting to happen. It's funny, the Empress is usually really positive, but not in this read, because it's reflecting how this Queen of Wands wants to present themselves. And it is speaking to wanting fancy things, wanting to live high on the hog, wanting to spend somebody else's money, not wanting to contribute. This person is selfish. They just want to indulge themselves. And whatever that is, if that's drinking, if that's partying, if that's shopping, whatever it is, the Nine of Swords. And if it's a female, they play kind of like that damsel in distress card. If it's a male, they do the same kind of thing too. Like people take advantage of them. They're just so down and out. They just really need this help. No, it's crap. If they're out on their ass, it's because their last victim figured out who they were and gave them the boot. You know, and the same thing's going to freaking happen. When you figure their shit out, you kick them out on their ass, they're going to go crying to somebody else and presenting the same scenario just to try and get their foot in the door. This Queen of Wands is somebody who's a user. Somebody who is absolutely a user, the Temperance card. So I will tell you too, whatever this person's been telling you for stories, if there is a chance that this situation has not already come to fruition and gone to shit, this person is a liar. This person is full of crap. Whatever that High Priest said to warn you, trust that. That person knows what they're freaking talking about, and protect yourself. If this has already gone through, and you've had to give this person the boot, and they're moving on to the next person, as be thankful they're not in your life anymore. This person is toxic energy, and they build towers wherever they go. Wherever they go. As you know, they'll come to you and they'll prey on your empathy to do it. They'll go to the next person and prey on their empathy. They'll keep spinning their stories. This person is an absolute liar. Absolutely, whoever they are. And they're very dark. They're very dark. They try and tell lies about people who they think have wronged them to try and cause trouble in their life. But at the end of the day, people always find out what they're all about. They can only keep somebody blindfolded and hidden from the truth, their true nature, for so long, because it always shines through. It always shines through with this person. And there might not be anything that you can do about it. If they're spreading lies or whatever the fuck it is you're doing, maybe all you can do is bide your time until their next victim figures it out. But it will come out. Their true nature will come out. So don't feel like this is the be all end all. If this has already come to pass and this person's out trying to spread trouble or trying to spread lies, like, they can only do it so much before everybody knows what the hell they're about, and they're going to have to go find new hunting grounds. Like, so once their next person figures out what they're all about, that next person might even come to you and talk to you about it, you know, and apologize for something. Or there might just be that understanding now. Okay, well, now you know the fucking truth. Now you know what you were dealing with, because they did the same thing to you. They'll do the same thing to the next person and the next and the next. This is someone who just intends to go through life like this. Like a mooch, a manipulative mooch. That's who you're dealing with. Sorry to say. So like I said, I'm hoping that this read came out before this person had a chance to get their foot in the door. And this is enough of a warning. And you know who that high priest is to realize this is your read. Or the high priest trying to warn you coming forward. And you're able to take that advice and stop any of this crazy shit from ever happening to you. Absolutely, that is my hope, that this read reached you in time. Alrighty guys, have a great day. Welcome Gemini. Hope your day is going great so far. Let's go ahead and get started. These guys are calling out to me for your read. So these are the ones that we're going to use. So what message does Gemini need to hear for this week? What is going on in Gemini's life? So, the 9 of Wands. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. We started off with 2 9s. It's pretty interesting, guys. 9 represents conclusion in numerology. So, one chapter coming to an end, and then the Death card just came flying out. And the Death card also represents transitions and endings. So I do feel like you're dealing with a chapter that's coming to an end. We also have the Strength card. The 5 of Swords. Hierophant. Ooh, and the Knight of Wands. I think you're moving. I think you've dealt with a chapter of your life coming to an end. And you're actually moving on, and it might involve physically moving too. Moving homes. Moving locations. I feel like somebody's going through a big move. It's taken a lot of strength to be able to go through this transitional time too. I think it's come with a lot of heartaches. A lot of burdens. 10 of Wands. Lots of burdens. I also get from the High Priestess this deep sense of faith. So like it's been something that you've had to lean on during this time. And like having that faith has helped to give you strength. Well, there's lots of tears. I do see that. Lots of tears. Lots of heartache. Confusion too at times. Like, why did this happen? Why did things have to play out the way that they did? I'm going to grab a few more. I do have a King of Swords here. I think you just want to know the truth about shit. It's like having to understand why somebody did what they did. I don't think you've ever got that. I don't think you got the closure from that. I do feel like it speaks to this Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers card. Like this is someone you were romantically involved with. And I'm not sure if they had a third party affair. And they were sort of moving in that player energy. But I just feel like you offered loyalty. You offered trust. You offered sort of like that honor and that truth and integrity. So it's like, why would somebody not return that to you? Like, this is your big hurt. Like, you never did anything wrong to this person. You never wronged them in any way. So why would they break your heart? Why would they move in this way that breaks your heart? This is part of what you're struggling with, too. Because it's not, well, let's face it, it's not fair. It's not fair, right? The 3 of Swords. It's that heartbreak. You are struggling with separating yourself from the emotions that that heartbreak has brought, with the whys. Why did this person behave the way that they did? I don't think you've ever gotten an answer from them about what happened. I don't know that you ever will. I'll be honest, it might come out in the cards. It might not. The Hangman says that if you want to have an abundant harvest, if you want to move forward, if you want to have happiness, it's up to you to be able to do that for yourself. So being able to process these emotions, to feel them, but then at some point being able to sever ties and release those and just move forward. Like, you might never get closure from this Queen of Pentacles. This Queen of Pentacles might never tell you why they did what they did. So it's something that you have to find within yourself. Something that you have to find. You have to find that balance. You have to find those answers for yourself, that closure for yourself. King of Pentacles. Queen of Wands, Temperance. That's interesting. I do have a Queen of Wands here. She is someone, but she hasn't shown up in your life yet. This is somebody who will come forward in your future. And that's why we had the Hangman, the Seven of Pentacles, the Temperance card right with it. Because you are coming forward as this King of Pentacles. This is in your future. This is you attaining an abundant harvest. This is you attaining happiness. This is you attaining the thing that you were trying to build with this Queen of Pentacles, that this Queen of Pentacles did not participate in, and that fell apart. You do have the potential to find that with somebody else in the future, but it will not work until you find that temperance, that balance here with what's happened in the past, that acceptance of the past, that release of the past, finding closure for yourself. The Magician card says that you are the one capable of manifesting this for yourself. You are the one capable of choosing to heal. You're the one capable of choosing to open up again to somebody new, whether you do or not. Whether you take the advice of the Chariot card and the Six of Swords is entirely up to you, right? Being able to sever ties, move on and move forward, make that positive progress. Now, when it comes to the heart, it's not easy. It's easier to heal a broken bone than it is to heal a broken heart. That takes a lot of time. That takes a lot of time. There's a lot of shit that has to get sorted through. And that's what you're dealing with right now, trying to sort through it all. Trying to sort through it all. You still have that broken heart, and when you don't get closure, it makes it even harder, right? The Two of Swords, that indecision. Do I open myself up again? Do I, do I reach out to this Queen of Pentacles and try and get some closure, or do I just find it within myself? Can I ever sever these ties and try and move forward? The Devil card, this heartbreak with this Queen of Pentacles, if you hang on to it, it will have a detrimental effect in your life. It will cause you grief. It will cause you prolonged heartache. It has the potential to bring negativity into your life, to bring toxicity into your life if you allow it. That's why we have the Chariot card, the Six of Swords. Is why we have this encouragement to heal and move forward. And it's not the card saying get over it, because the cards aren't like that. This is the card saying you have a bright future that can exist for you. And your spirit guides would like you to be happy and to be able to embrace that. But to be able to embrace it, you have to unshackle yourself from the past and from the past hurts, and to be able to release them. The King of Wands, the Sun card, Ace of Pentacles. There is a new beginning waiting for you. There is abundance waiting for you. But what can hold you back is that fear. Is that fear and anxiety of repetition of the past. Is the heartache and hanging on to it and staying focused on it. Because it takes up your time, it takes up your energy, it takes up your thoughts and your feelings. And then that space doesn't exist for anything new to come forward. I'm not just talking about romance. I'm talking about any positive anything. There's no room for any positivity to come forward because there's so much focus on hurt and heartache. It's important to allow yourself to feel these emotions. Absolutely, yes. At some point, it's also important to be able to release them and to finally sever those ties so that you can be free of that heartache. Because you deserve better than to sit in that heartache for a long period of time. You deserve the Sun card. You deserve to be happy. If your happiness is single, you deserve to have that. If your happiness is with someone else, you deserve to have that either way. Either way, you deserve better than to sit in the heartache for a prolonged period of time. And that is what the cards are trying to tell you today. That whatever this is that you're dealing with, this heartache, is to be able to find the strength to separate yourself from it, to be able to sever ties, to be able to move on. Don't let the past rob you of a new future. Absolutely. That Five of Pentacles too. This does represent emotions. It represents that feeling left out in the cold. It represents the heartbreak. The Four of Pentacles says that staying feeling this way, staying in these emotions, will keep you from having a new future. It will hold you back. Yes, it's hard work to be able to heal, but the benefits of it are immense. The benefits of it are, where's my Sun card? There it is. Blessings. Blessings and positivity in your life. This will be just for you personally on the inside and being happy and not having to hold on to these negative feelings. But also if you're looking to have somebody new come into your life in the future at some point, that's what the Sun card represents too, that blessing coming forward. You deserve to have those positive things in your life. You deserve better than hanging on to this emotion and this heartache. You know, you deserve to be happy in your life. And that's what the cards are trying to bring forward. So I do feel like this is a very important message from your spirit guides who are worried about your future happiness. So I definitely hope this message made it to where it was supposed to go. Have a great day, guys. Hey Virgo, so this is going to be your read, and this deck of tarot cards was calling to me. So this is the one that has a very special message for you guys for this week. Let's see what comes forward, Tarot. What do you got to say to Virgo this week? Ooh, you got your thinking it out. There it is. There's the first group that needs to come forward. So we got the King of Pentacles here. Interesting. This King of Pentacles is having to fight for truth. Who is he fighting with? It's interesting. I got the Six of Cups, so I do have this sense of like past cycles. Breaking cycles or recognizing a cycle from the past that's about to start up again. Temperance card, balance. Five of Cups. I feel like somebody's targeting this King of Pentacles for something. I keep getting like preying on his empathy, like sob story. I'm going through a rough time. I have nowhere to go. I'm all alone. But I'm going to tell you that something about this doesn't sit right, and this King of Pentacles knows it. I don't know if this is someone from this King of Pentacles past coming back, and it's just a way of trying to weasel their way back into this king's life. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. And this High Priest is representing, sorry, the same person. It is this King of Pentacles. This is like the King of Pentacles inner voice, intuition that's like, bullshit. Calling bullshit. Whoever this is from this king's past who's trying to come back is coming back out of greed, is coming back to try and manipulate. I keep getting pulled back to look at the World card, and I do feel like karma is coming into play here. And somebody who is trying to hide from some sort of bad karma that they are reaping. And trying to hide between, not just behind the King of Pentacles, but trying to use his money as a buffer too. This is someone who's after his money. The Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. You know, and I'm going to tell you, whoever this was from this King of Pentacles past, this King of Pentacles was like the Knight. It was like that slow and steady offer, genuine offer. This king had genuine feelings for this person. This king genuinely tried to build or contribute to a relationship with this person. I do feel like they felt like they got played for a fool in the way that it didn't work out. And I do feel like this person coming back with this false offering of friendship, this pity, whatever the fuck this is, this king just says, I am no fool. I am no fool. You will not pull the wool over my eyes. You will not trap me in these lies. I can see you for what you are. I even see that in the Seven of Cups. Like, don't try and tell me these bullshit stories, because I see through your crap, because I know you, because I dealt with you in the past. I don't think this King of Pentacles is getting duped. I absolutely don't think so. I think they know exactly what this person is all about, even though this person tells them a really sad fucking story. I even think that this king says, you're lying. Like, they know whatever story is being brought forward is not even the truth. Conflict, Four of Wands, Six of Pentacles. Because they've been through it with whoever this person in the past is. Like, they tried hard to build a life with whoever this was. They tried to set down roots with them. They invested in a relationship with them. And I think it broke the king's heart when ways were parted. And I'm not sure how they parted or why they parted. I do feel like there's probably a good chance there was a third-party energy involved from the other side. And maybe that's what didn't work out so well, and that's why somebody's coming crawling back. We also have the Strength card in the Nine of Pentacles. That Nine of Pentacles energy is this King of Pentacles. This is what they're attaining in their life. You know, they're finding their own strength. They're finding their own self-worth. They're not going to put up with crap from others. They're not going to accept less in any relationship or being taken advantage of in any way, shape, or form. Six of Wands. I think they recognize a grease ball when they see one now. This Page of Swords. It's like they realize somebody's just fishing for something. They realize somebody's just trying to take advantage of them. I also see this not going back to that. Not reopening that can of worms. We're not rehashing the past. Moved on. Moved forward. Whoever's trying to come back into their life with this false offering, this is somebody who this King of Pentacles wants nothing to do with. And they know that that person is only coming back for money. I do feel like that person's been spying on them over time as well. And I do feel like that whoever this is who moved away from them, like went and took up with, if this is a romance, they went and took up with new lovers, they did whatever, but that entire time they were still spying on this King of Pentacles. And it's like a, just in case they have to come back, or in case this king financially improves or has a good amount of money, it's like they're just lurking in the shadows waiting to prey on this person. And they will bring that Lover's card forward. They will get, you know, sexually aggressive. They will be trying to seduce this king to try and bring this back into a thing. They will lie. I see that in this Queen of Swords too. There is like lies here. Absolutely. This person is willing to manipulate to be able to get back into that King of Pentacles life, but it's like, it's a false offering. It's an immature offering. It's a low vibrational, greedy offering. A Three of Swords is like, I tell you, this king is like done with this heartbreak. Because I think he was hurt for a very long time, and it took him quite a bit of time to be able to release those negative emotions and move on and move forward. And I feel like once he cut those ties, he cut those fucking ties. He's not going back. He's not going to put himself in a situation where this can happen again. He doesn't want to talk to this person. He doesn't want to interact with this person. He doesn't want to take up with them. He doesn't care what their burdens are. That's what I see when I look at that Ten of Wands. Like, I don't give a shit. That's your problem. That's your karma to deal with. That's not my problem. A Death card. That door has been closed. Absolutely. And it is not reopening again. The Knight of Cups. No matter how this person tries to approach, if they're trying to seduce, if they're trying to elicit empathy, whatever it is, they can use whatever tactic they want because that door is fucking closed. This king knows who they are, can see them for who they are, and is not going to put himself in a situation where he has to relive that. There it is, karma. And that's who he's dealing with. We got Queen of Wands, we got King of Wands. We have two-player energies. That was that person's karma. And they took up with a karmic. They took up with someone who was just like them, possibly a third-party relationship, while they were still with this king. That's where they made their bed. That all went to shit, and I do believe there was probably some sort of cheating around on that too. There's probably other third-party relationships. They have a whole lot of karma they're experiencing over there. And it is miserable, but they did it to themselves. They put themselves in that situation, the Chariot card. That's funny. Even in the Chariot card, I see like, you made your bed, now you have to lay in it. You know, like sending this person packing. Like, fucking, that's your karma. You go handle your fucking karma. It's not my problem. I did my healing. I've moved on. I've severed my ties. I've done my shadow work. You're the one who created the situation for yourself. Go. Like, fucking just get off my doorstep. Fuck off. I want no part of you. Like I said, I think this king is going to tell this person and leave it, like, extremely clear that this king wants no part of them. This king doesn't care if this person is experiencing their own bad karma. That's their fucking journey to walk. That's not his problem. He's focused on his life now and moving forward. The Magician card, that's what, you know what this person gets for being manipulative. This person created their own situation. The King of Swords, the King of Cups, the Seven of Wands. Our King of Pentacles is blocking this person on all levels. They can't use emotion to manipulate them. They can't skew the truth to manipulate them. And they certainly can't use sexuality to do it, because when this king looks at this person, all they see is that they're a cheater and a liar. Absolutely. We're going to grab a tarot token for this read. So we'll flip it over together. And I feel like this read is for our King of Pentacles. Virgo is an earth sign. Pentacles is representative of earth sign. Let's see what we got. We have Tower. The Tower coin. You know what? This has come to an absolute end. I do see that. This, whatever that relationship was, it did end. Whatever ties, emotional ties this King of Pentacles may have had to this person are long gone. Are long gone. Now he just wants nothing to do with them. Now he wants absolutely nothing to do with them. And yes, whoever that person is going through some crazy, dramatic, frickin' karmic tower of their own. But that's their problem. That's their problem. That's what karma is all about, right? It's what you send out there, you receive. So if you choose to move in that sort of that player energy, that dishonest energy, that negative energy, you're going to wind up reaping the karma associated with it. And for our King of Pentacles, you know, if you're putting out that healing energy and you're trying to move on with your life and you're being positive and moving in a positive way, positivity will come to you. Absolutely. That's what karma is all about. This person's tower is absolutely their own. That's their own to deal with. And that king is going to tell them just that. You go deal with your tower, go deal with it somewhere else, and stay off my doorstep. Alrighty, guys. That's an awesome read for Virgo. You guys have a great rest of your day.